twilight Alaska gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello everybody and welcome to the NASCAR Xfinity Series in 2025. It is round 6 of the season. We are here at the Homestead Miami Speedway. We're live on JBMotorsports and USRN. I'm filling in for Matthew Owens here tonight. We're gearing up for what's going to be a fantastic race. It is the Hard Rock Bet 300 and there's a lot of pressure in the air, a lot of interest and a lot of excitement. We are gearing up for what is going to be a very, very good race indeed. And we'll be hearing shortly from the CW team as well, and we'll be hearing from Jack in the booth. We'll be calling this race together. Hopefully it's going to be a fantastic one. How are you all doing? Hope you're all doing very well as we take a look at your starting grid and the running order as well in terms of the points currently coming in. This is going to be a very interesting broadcast and a very interesting race. So hold on to your hats because we have no idea what is going to happen next and no idea exactly what we're going to be expecting either. I am very, very, very much looking forward to it. My first time leading the Xfinity Series up here in the booth. I've done a couple in co alongside Matthew. And then now we've been given up. So Taylor Gray's on pole position from Colin Zitch in second. Nick Sanchez in third. And Justin Allgaier in fourth. Christian Eccles is in fifth. Sam Mayer in sixth place. Then is in with Justin Bonesire in seventh. Ryan Sieg in eighth. Sheldon Creed ninth. Matt DiBenedetto in 10th position as well in the field. 38 cars are entered. And we are gearing up hopefully for what is going to be a fascinating broadcast as well. We're just trying to get the device working that we need in order to have Jack in the box, coincidentally enough. But unfortunately, it won't load at the moment. It is not booting up from power. Probably hear it in the background trying to boot up. We've got a new laptop, MacBook M4, for us to watch and fix the issue, but we need the old laptop to hear from the booth at the moment. So we've got time before the flags are given. We've had the invocation, we've had the colours presented, and then we've had the national anthem. Now it's gearing up as well for the command. The first one of the weekend is going to be very, very exciting. And hopefully as well, it's going to be an interesting one. We don't want a dull race. We want a exciting round 6 to the championship. A lot of fun, a lot of interest, and 200 laps coming your way. 300 miles in total here around Miami. It is going to be fantastic. And it is round 6 of the series. And also, we've got to explain something very special and very difficult to get right here. Last time out in Las Vegas, it was the qualifying race as well coming in for the Dash for Cash. And that's here today. So, very simply, but also it's easy to forget because they're not promoted that quickly. Las Vegas last week was the Dash for Cash qualifying race. The 4 highest Xfinity regulars qualified for it this week. So the highest finisher among Allgaier, Hill, Love and Mayer today wins an additional $100,000. Also, the highest finisher of those 4 is eligible for it next week, along with the highest 3 finishing series regulars today. This carries on through today, Martinsville, Bristol and Rockingham. Let's head over to the CW.
An intensity.
We got to execute all day, and we got to stay disciplined.
The closer you get to the wall, the more dangerous it becomes.
Clear contact in the back. The 16's around.
Checkered flag in the air. Sam Mayer wins at Homestead Miami Speedway.
Up today, boys.
Austin Hill sweeps Homestead Miami Speedway.
Awesome job, baby. Earned it all the way.
Well, it is a Chamber of Commerce day here in South Florida. And as we look at the field, Sam Mayer has a little extra incentive today as he goes for that $100,000 Dash for Cash bonus. He'll have good track position to start with, qualifying 6th after a practice session that was cut a little short. Sam had a right front tire go down early in practice, limiting the time the team had to massage on the car. Despite that shorter session, Sam told me he felt confident about the car's long run. Dylan, again, he starts in the 6th position.
And Kim, for Connor Zilic, it's likely going to be a tortoise versus the hare type of day today. They've been honest with themselves, acknowledge they will not be able to beat Larson on the top. They know that, but just keeping the right side clean going to be the goal today. Marty Lindley said, if Larson goes blowing by you, Connor, that's fine. It's not our day. We'll just invite him to Mexico City. That's the next road course on the schedule. Zilic is quick, though, today. He starts outside the front row, Carla.
Well, let's talk about Taylor Gray, who won his first pole earlier today. I spoke with him just a little bit ago. I asked, are people underestimating you? He said 100%. People are not giving us enough credit going into this race. Let's head out for the command.
Homestead Miami Speedway. Give a big NASCAR welcome to Gabby Allen. By day, she's a Hard Rock Bet ambassador and arena host for the Florida Panthers. But today, she is our Grand Marshal, ready to say the most famous words in motorsports. Take it away, Gabby.
Drivers, start your engines!
All the waiting is over. We got 2 rookies on the front row in Miami. It is time to push the limit in this race. Double A and the guys welcome us back. We got the NASCAR Xfinity race on deck.
If you feel
That's coming up next then. Hopefully it's going to be a fascinating broadcast. We're just desperately trying to get the box to work and try and welcome in Jack, who is standing by waiting for us. He is in the booth. So I'm just trying to get everything working really and find Discord on the iPad. Here we go. So we've given up on the Mac. We've gone for an iPad backup. Always believe that to work and hope it does so throughout the broadcast. We're going to enter the call. And hopefully we're going to hear now the voice of Jack. Hello, Jack, can you hear me?
Yes, it's very good. Apologies, I completely forgot what time the race was on. I'm here now, though.
No worries at all, my friend. What are you expecting for the Xfinity race here tonight?
Well, I saw a surprise. I was at a football match today where Hampton were getting battered by Maidstone, which was depressing. And I suddenly see a notification saying Taylor Gray is on pole. This season.
Oh, can you hear me?
It wouldn't surprise me if he were able to capitalise on this and win the race. But also watch out. Also got to watch out for Nick Sanchez. I think he qualified 3rd, didn't he? So he could be a real threat for the front in that big machine racing car.
Yes, Sanchez coming in P3 at the moment. Let's all get set then, ready to go. Pick a winner for us here today.
What, sorry?
So pick a winner for us here today. What have you got?
I went for, let me see, who did I go for? Let me have a look at my NASCAR chat thing. I went for Sam Mayer.
Sam Mayer's a good bet to come into it as well. Not going to be too dissimilar to what we're going to see. So, 200 laps around here, 300 miles. How many cautions, how many yellows as the cars begin to roll off pit road do you think we're going to see?
It was pretty clean in the truck race yesterday. I don't expect there to be that many yellows today. Maybe 1 or 2 non-stage yellows.
I hope you're going to hold my hand, Jack, because I've got no idea exactly how well or how badly I'm going to do here tonight on Xfinity as me and Matthew swap roles for the next 2 weeks.
I know all the drivers, so don't worry.
Excellent.
I know literally every driver.
See, this is why I wanted to commentate with Jack, because perfect to help me through it as well, coming in as well. As we swap roles, yes. So I'm on Xfinity tonight, and then I take over on USRN and JBMotorsports for IndyCar tomorrow. And then Matthew Owens, Matt White, and Josh T, along with Jack, hopefully, step up into the Cup Series booth, and you'll be hearing them tomorrow for the Miami race. And then Martinsville next weekend, I'm also absent, and I'm not even doing Xfinity, so I'm completely missing next weekend as things stand. I think JT...
Disappointing.
Yeah, it's thanks to MotoGP in part, so I'm going to have to leave it with you and JT next week, I think, as we gear up. Let's head down to the CW then and get the thoughts of the commentary team. The cars are rolling, and we're getting set to go green.
South Florida. It's a beautiful day here. And this is a vacation hotspot. But this weekend, home to NASCAR. CW Sports welcomes you to the Homestead Miami Speedway. Today, it's round 6 for the Xfinity Series. This is an awesome track. Drivers love it. Fans love it. And I'll say we're pretty fired up about it as well. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody, with Parker Kligerman, Jamie McMurray. I'm Adam Alexander. So here we go. 6th race of the year. 2nd in a row at a 1.5 mile venue. But today, an additional $100,000 on the line for some drivers in the Dash for Cash.
Yeah, big money. And you've got guys like Justin Allgaier that have won it 5 times. That's $500,000 extra that he's put in his pocket. And we talked to Sam Mayer, another driver going for it. He's won it twice. He said, look, today is all about winning the race, because if I win the race today, I'm guaranteed the $100,000. Austin Hill, Jesse Love, both those guys have not been able to win it, but Austin Hill did win this race 1 year ago, so great shot at it today.
And if they're going to win this race, though, the guy they're going to have to beat, most likely, Kyle Larson in that 17 car. He's won here in all 3 series, but the question is, Jamie, does he beat himself? We saw him practice. He hit the wall, knocked the crush panel out of it, hit it far too hard. You don't want to hit it that hard. You can get some brazing on the right side, but you need to nudge it and just lean on it. Does he beat himself today? Does that allow someone else to win?
He did recover from a mistake last night, and if he has an issue today, we might be the winners as he drives his way through the field. Qualifying earlier today, 4 of the top 5 are rookies, Jamie.
Unbelievable, those guys up front. And if you look, we've got 2 of our Dash for Cash drivers, Justin Allgaier in 4th, and Sam Mayer, who we just talked about, is going to be starting 6th. Justin, though, has never had a top 5 at this racetrack. Sam Mayer won it in 2023.
And we mentioned him, Kyle Larson. He's going to be starting back in 17th. He won the truck race here last night. He's trying to sweep all 3 races, just like Kyle Busch has done in the past. Another Dash for Cash driver, Jesse Love, qualified 20th, and he finished 4th here last year.
Yeah, and our final Dash for Cash driver, Austin Hill, going to start all the way back in 21st. But like I said earlier, he's the defending race winner of this. He's got a little different line, probably going to be on the bottom where Larson's going to be on the top.
And the guy that battled Kyle Larson for the front of the truck race last night was Corey Heim. He's going to start in 31st. He's making his first Xfinity start here at Miami. And Brandon Jones did not make a qualifying lap due to an oil leak. He rolled off from row 1938.
It's all good for Brandon Jones. Started at the back last week.
Yeah.
Finished 6th in Las Vegas. He may be on to something here. Beautiful day in South Florida. Let's hear from our pit reporters. And we lead things off with Kim Kuhn. Hey, Kim.
Good afternoon. Well, Justin Bonsignore making his 2nd start of the season, and he's been busy since we last saw him at Daytona just over 2 weeks ago. His wife, Taylor, gave birth to their 2nd baby boy, Grayson Anthony, but it was Justin who actually delivered the baby. You see the tweet there. As the birth progressed much faster than expected, ultimately Justin delivered his son in his truck on the way to the hospital in a McDonald's parking lot. He said it only took about 45 seconds from when he called 911 to baby Grayson being out. You see baby Grayson right there. Justin told us today in practice, joking that delivering your own baby and running the wall at Miami, Dylan, are about equally as nerve nerve-wracking.
Well, Cam Harrison Burton's 3 top 10s to start this year are more than the AM Racing team had over the entire course of last season, so give credit where it's due. This team has taken a big step forward this year. It's interesting talking to Harrison every weekend. As a now Cup Series winner, he's got a great perspective on how to elevate his own game now that he's back full-time in the Xfinity Series. He is a former winner here back in 2020. You see this great late race battle here that he ultimately came out on top of. He said this track and Darlington are the 2 he's most excited to come back to in the Xfinity Series and apply what he's learned racing on Sundays. He was happy with his car this morning. Feels like they can contend up front all day if they get some long green flag runs.
Going to get ready then, and hopefully it's going to be a cracker. Alongside me again, still Jack. Jack, they're lining up now, getting ready for the start here. What are you going to be expecting to see? What are we going to be needing to look at?
I think the high line is something you all need to look at, especially for last night's truck winner, who's running triple duty this weekend. Kyle Larson in particular. He loves that high line. I've even nicknamed it the Larson line because of how high he goes close to the wall. It's incredible. Sanchez definitely one to watch today. He's on for some good points. And obviously Harrison Burton, I think, could get a nice top 10 with his obviously having a previous win at this track. And also, maybe Connor Zilic is one to watch. He looks pretty quick.
It's going to be quite an interesting session. Reminder, we've also got the CW broadcast coming through, so we're going to have to fill in the blanks a little bit. We were hoping to use the map book for that, but the other one, the old one, isn't working. The new one is, so we're going to have some ad breaks to contend with out here. Also, we'll be using the battle screen a lot more throughout this race. It's only me on camera, so more information can be provided to you, the viewers, with that camera as well. So we'll be swapping to and from both of them as they come through. As we get ready, a few more laps under green. Let's head back over.
Start this race. I'm just glad you didn't bring up the pictures we showed during the practice qualifying show earlier today. Closed captioning for this race brought to you by Tableau TV. Pay once, watch forever. 71 is Ryan Ellis. And we'll have fun watching him today. A great looking paint scheme. 300 miles
I was
today,
about to say that.
200 laps, 45 laps. The first 2 stages, a 110-lap run to end it. Last week's winner, the reigning champ, Justin Allgaier, qualified 4th. Here's team radio.
Got a hot rod here. No mistakes. Discipline just like last week. We'll be in the catbird seat when this race comes to an end.
Getting set then. Here we go. 200 laps ahead of us. The pace car will come in. Taylor Gray on the low line. Colin Zilic on the high in the 88 behind them. Nick Sanchez and Justin Allgaier. Pace car comes in. We are ready to go for round 6 of the NASCAR Xfinity Series in 2025. Stage 1 is coming your way. Stand by for action and the Xfinity Series at Homestead, Miami goes green. Great start by Taylor Gray. Pulls across to the inside of Colin Zilic down towards turn number 1. 45 laps in stage 1, 200 in total. And the high line immediately coming in from the 41 car as well. And so far, Jack, clean start for everybody as they head down the backstretch.
Yeah, it's doing well. As you can see down the inside on Sanchez, that is, I think, Christian Eckes making the move as they go nearly 4 wide at the back. Justin Bonsignor also just behind them.
Few little bumps already. So far, they've kept it nice. Lap 1 then complete. On to lap 2. And cutting it down low, the 39 of Ryan Sieg with the 19 up high of Justin Bernasso as well coming through. Allgaier moving up. Meyer in 4th. We've highlighted the drivers with as well for the dash for cash. Allgaier's already up into 2nd position. Penalty coming your way. Go on, Jack.
Penalty, Carson Kvopel pulling out of line before reaching the start-finish line. That's a pass-through.
So it gets bad to worse already as many of the cars taking the extreme high line. Of course, if you're a motorsport fan, you know that Formula E is here next month. They're already preparing.
Larson.
Larson down low as well, the 17. Kyle Larson in that same livery he has in the Cup Series race, now running Xfinity tonight, and he's already moving up the order, and he's up, I believe, into 8th place. He's got ahead of Queen and Sanchez down low at 2.
Yep, he's going on the inside here. I can't tell who that is. he's overtaken. I think that might be Ryan Steeg.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
He's dealt with Sanchez already.
Your pictures are a little bit pixelated for me, so I can't really see it as well.
It's pixelated for me as well. I'm having just the same issue as
brilliant.
Carson.
Right, let's have a look.
Carson Kevin Pill comes in.
Hold on.
So that's changed over. Yeah, we don't have Premier Sports for this race, so we're having to take CW's pictures. This is the pass through for Carson. Yeah, out of position when the green flag flew. So
let me just compare. Okay, there we go. So yeah, clearly out of line. That's the issue. He's out of line before the start-finish straight. Start-finish line, therefore it is a pass-through. Black and white rule, Logano got penalised for the same thing at Phoenix.
So we'll move over to the battle screen then with the full information. It gives us a chance to explain more that's happening out here with Gray in the lead from Allgaier. Sam Mayer is in third. Connor Zilic fourth. Christian Eckes is in fifth place. We come down the back straight, watching Gray with Justin Allgaier and the number 7 as well, directly behind, trying to close in as much as possible. Meantime, split screen, the 16, the 19, the 39 in battle. So that's 19 to Justin, 16 Christian Eckes, and the 39 then of Ryan Teague. They are swapping positions. I think Larson has dropped back quite a bit on that runabout. No, Larson's still in the mix. He's caught back up dramatically. I thought he dropped back there, Jack, but he's side by side, and now the lead is changing.
It's a penalty to Kazakhstan, God's sake, sorry. I'm watching the Wales game as well. God's sake, is that handball? That's harsh, man. That's harsh. Anyway, yeah, we got Larson battling with Bonsignor right here. Bonsignor only his second start of the season, his first ever race on an intermediate track, and I'd say he's doing a damn good job, personally.
Oh, I'm with you on that. Damn good job, as they need to have this sort of picked up together, and it's quite an interesting start. So far, so good then. Lap 7 of 45 already, and as they close in, it's Justin Allgaier has got the lead of the race, and of course we'll have the extra $100,000 if we can win this race outright. Gray's on the back of him though, coming down. It's turn 3 and 4. They're swapping in together. It's 45 lap stage 1, Jack. It's such a quick stage. They don't need to be messing around this early. They can afford just sort of rest around with each other. Heel in 13th, Love in 15th, Meyer in 3rd. So Justin Allgaier leading there, the 4 at the moment, coming through. 8 laps then into the 45. Allgaier, Gray, Meyer, Zilic and Larson have the top 5. No caution yet. As they go picture in picture, something I enjoy very much there from the CW, that they do during green flag running. Keeps us an eye on the international feed as well. Kyle Larson trying to go down low with the 88 of Connor Zilic running up high. And the 54 now of Taylor Gray down low into 1 and 2 and takes the lead. So an improved position there, as apparently we have no audio coming through on said device, so that's why Jack can't hear us at the moment. The iPad's decided to have a paddy as I throw my phone halfway across the desk. Well, this is going well, isn't it? So far here today. Justin Allgaier then back to the lead of the race. In fact, I will stand corrected. Taylor Gray leading with Justin Allgaier down now under pressure from Sam already. So they've had a little bit of contact together. As we try and jump back in. Yeah, the Wi-Fi's gone off on the iPad, which is always great news. Let's see if I can jump start it with the phone. We'll hand over to the CW as soon as we can to get some more information back. Meantime, though, it's a complicated start that we're having, with not many of the field wanting to run overtakes, but several of them also having penalties, as we explained to you earlier on in the broadcast. So there's a few still to battle with and still to have progressions with. There we go. Can you hear me now? Hello, Jack. I'm back. Hello, Jack. Yes, hello, Jack. I can hear you now.
Yep, all loud and clear.
Sorry about that. Device is not great. Good. How we missed JT. Lap 11 coming through. So are we going to see a quite calm first stage then here, Jack, before we go in for
Probably.
stage 2 and 3? Yeah.
It'll be some of the guys without wins trying to get points, though. Also, VAR confirmed it is being given as a penalty. I'm not sure I agree with that. But Kazakhstan's, I can't speak, my word. Kazakhstan score, that is hard to say. Someone please back me up on that. Score to make it 1-1.
So
Kazakhstan score is the hardest 2 words I've ever had to say, my word.
I've had harder to say in the commentary box, to be fair, though. Lap 13, Olga leads. Sam Meyer up into second position. Kyle Larson third. Taylor Gray has dropped down into fourth position then. Here, 13 laps in. 45 laps, stage 1 and 2. And then we go for 110 laps of stage 3. It's a mega third stage on the order as we come back up now for TV and international pictures. Kyle Larson coming down low. He's on the attack now, getting ahead of the 54 of Taylor Gray. So that's Gray now staying in fourth. Larson moving up the order. More of what we were expecting, Jack, but more of the same, less of the old coming through.
Yeah. Larson carving his way through the field, as he did last night.
He's winning all 3
and
races.
as he might do in the cup race.
Yeah, and did you see the livery? It's the same for all of them, which I find quite funny for Kyle Larson here this weekend. But yeah, he's doing all races for the Homestead Miami.
And Hendrick liveries.
Yeah, all with the Hendrick liveries. Quite a nice little run, isn't it? Where is he running now? P3 still. Hopefully he'll close in together.
Okay, yeah, but the all the Spire trucks just had Hendrick liveries. Like all three of the 4 had Hendrick liveries, and it was so confusing.
I understand that yesterday on the drivers only broadcast that we were able to share, there was a couple of them having problems and a couple of difficulties in calling which was which. As over.
Yeah, don't blame them.
Is that somebody touching? Yeah, there's a little bit of tyre smoke coming through one. It looks okay.
Got to Wallach going around the outside of Brandon Jones.
Caution's out. I knew I saw smoke.
Oh no! Eckers!
That is a big one for the race as well already as Eckers is dropping down. And it looks like it's some sort of, well, is it? It looks to me like it's a blown engine. It's gone from the front.
Yeah, his engine's dead. Caution's out for possible fluid.
Oh, and the 16 comes out, the first caution of the day then. I thought I saw smoke coming into 1 and 2, so that exploded a very long time ago. That we're going to have to now sort of regroup and go again. Yeah, not great, is it, Jack?
Not going well in his rookie season. Eckert, he was running so well as well.
Strong start as well he had in the opener at Daytona. First caution then, 17 laps in to the 45, stage 1 at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Here.
Eckers.
Go on.
Eckers claims he has no gears.
Oh, could that be hydraulic then, which we saw with the steam as well?
I think gearbox.
Yeah.
I think gearbox has gone. Just awful for him, man. Eckers, in my opinion, is the best of the 3 college drivers, and definitely the one with the most potential. But mechanical failures have definitely hindered this season for him so far. I still think he gets a win this year at some point, though. I don't see how he doesn't.
Yeah,
such a talented driver. He was amazing in trucks the last 2 years.
So yellow's out, and the caution car, the pace car, will go out and lead the field around. Justin Allgaier leading at the moment here on lap 18 of 182. I would throw to some commercials over on USRN, but I haven't got any. So you're with us uninterrupted throughout here for this one. It's a JBM takeover of USRN as Matthew Owens is busy with March Madness here tonight. He'll be joining us for the Cup Series tomorrow. Yes. And so if you're
watching a bit of March Madness.
How's it been going?
I've been watching a little bit of March. I've watched like 2-3 games. There's one where they had like what? You do you understand basketballs? Before I say a ton of stuff that you don't understand.
Slightly. My sister used to watch it on a Saturday morning on the television with some.
Basically, one of the teams was like 2 points. One of the teams was like what, like 3 points down. Like literally in the with 3 seconds to go, he shoots, gets a 3-pointer, and is fouled, so he gets a free shot as well. And they won the game from it.
Now that is madness. To be fair, I can see why.
Yeah, rule states that if you are fouled as you are shooting, the basket goes in, the basket counts, and you get an extra free shot for an extra point.
You can catch all of March Madness on USRN and USRN2 across it as well. And if you're listening to us on JB Motorsports, you can take a look at it on the Ultimate Sports Radio Network via Mixler. So, just to bring up what we've got going on this weekend once more, in around about half an hour's time, we have the IndyCar qualifying. That is going to be on JB Motorsports, and that is going to be taking you through with IndyCar Radio. Hopefully, my MacBook can stream it. We tested it earlier, and it went well with no lag, so fantastic with the new device. Tomorrow, we've got both on USRN2 and JB Motorsports, we've got the Formula 1 Chinese Grand Prix. Now, for listeners on USRN, we're going to be on air slightly earlier, as we're also bringing you coverage of the sprint race. So we've got back-to-back sprint race, and then we are showing live coverage of the action from the Grand Prix. JB Motorsports, we're live for our usual pre-race build-up. Let's head over to the CW.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. And by Credit One Bank, NASCAR American Express Card. Seeing all the drivers in the field today that have won here. And the only one we didn't catch in our reel is Myatt Snyder, driving the 91, making his first start of 2025. Won this race for Richard Childress Racing a few years ago. Only win in his career. If you were going to win one race, I know Daytona probably top of the list, but this would be a track that would be very rewarding. And with the caution out, 91 going to come down and get a little service here. They were running 33rd.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to put tires on. They're just making an adjustment right there, raising the back of the car up, it looks like.
That team had a top 15 finish earlier this year with Josh Bilicki behind the wheel. Pretty big adjustment there.
A lot of rounds in that left rear.
Nick Sanchez qualified third, the rookie from Miami. Is currently in the 9th position. And now we take a look at Nick's Race Fit Health Report, brought to you by Linktree. What jumps out here, guys?
Well, I like the running. I think that's good. The thing that sticks out to me is I've never seen anyone say their diet was red meat. I'm like, I like him. I'd be friends with
But wait a minute. If you're an athlete and you admit that your diet is tiramisu and cheesecake, that's my kind of diet.
I think it means he's doing some serious strength exercises to burn those calories. Also, Cuban coffee. We learned.
I want to try that. I've never had
high caffeine content.
Yeah, I think we should all try that next week. That is not a Cuban coffee.
This is what I referenced earlier when you had done the interview with him. But this is his place, right? And we talked about him in a pre-race and before we went green. But he's from Miami, and this track is where it all began, racing go-karts.
How amazing, though, like to be a kid, not involved in racing, and to get to go to the track, and then he's on the track racing. That's amazing.
Incredible. His uncle gave his dad tickets to a truck race here a number of years ago.
Probably mad at him now.
And that's why he's in NASCAR. Allgaier leading under caution, middle stage of this opening stint.
Yes, yellow flag then is still going to be affecting us as this race continues on. Justin Allgaier, though, leading by quite a margin before that yellow came out. He's got the early stage one as well. Entertainers then, Jack. What's going on in the game that you're watching? Oh, not that we can hear because we've lost internet again. That is excellent.
To the video at that high, but the only argument he can make is lack of force, but I don't really think you can really use that argument here when you've caught him so unbelievably high. I mean, the ankle's buckled as well. I'm very surprised that's not a red card, personally, to Kazakhstan.
Does not sound like
very
it.
surprised.
So, more agony, I'd say. It sounds like for you over there, my friend. Let's hope all those okay. Coming into it.
Surprising.
So,
It's surprising, that's all I'm going to say.
it sounds like 17 minutes.
Sales missed the free kick anyway.
Tell you what, though, 17 minutes in, 21 laps complete. It's not going to take us long to get to 90. And then to complete the whole distance. It's not that long, Xfinity racing, of course. It's usually an hour shorter. Trucks like 2 hours, usually 2.5 hours for Xfinity, 3 hours for Cup Series, sometimes more. That's how it usually works. Pace cars still out as they are checking the track for fluid after the explosion of Christian Eccles, and that's why he's behind the wall as things currently stand here. And hopefully you're enjoying the action. We'll pass back to the CW shortly. They're taking their time with commercial breaks in order to make sure everything is crystal clear. Formula One is going to be quite exciting as well coming into this one with the Chinese Grand Prix. Please do join us on USON2 and JB Motorsports. Back to the CW.
Likely duo uses their skills to catch criminals. Catch an all-new episode of the hit series Wild Cards Wednesday, 8/7 Central. It's right here on the CW. Halfway home, Stage 1, Homestead Miami Speedway for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Justin Allgaier leading. Mayer, Larson, Gray, and Creed, the top 5. Brandon Jones, an early mover, Kim.
Yeah, up to the 15th position after starting last. And what we do need to know, we talked about him not being able to make qualifying laps because of the oil leak in practice. What that did give him, despite starting last, was a slight tire advantage. He used that. I talked to him before he got in the car. He said, I want to be at least up 10 spots in the first few laps. Well, he got that and more. Again, up 23 spots. Right now, Brandon just saying tighten the corner, Dylan. He has no stability when he gets back in the throttle.
And Kim, another big mover we've already documented, Kyle Larson from 15th to 3rd. I asked his crew chief, Adam Wall, how do you rein him in all day? How do you keep the right side on? And he said, it's hard to because the real speed is the Larson line right up against the wall. It also saves tires up there, so you don't want to move around too much. I think the good news is Kyle did it pretty efficiently. He had to run the bottom a little bit, but they were pretty smooth on the racetrack. Kyle didn't have too much to say about the race car other than he's pretty happy with it. They've done what they needed to do. They've got the track position. Now Larson can go to work.
Dylan talking about Larson. They're talking about him on 7 Radio as well.
What did 17 do at the start there? Did he run the fence taking off, or did he just kind of go where they weren't? He was making time on the bottom of 3 and 4. You know, a good move, right? Like coming for them, get that track position. Obviously, he'll make the speed on the short run, and then the car will have to make the speed on the long run, right? On the 54, like I felt like that was my advantage. Just kind of push him into spinning the tires and slipping the tires, and then once I got settled in, just kind of run my pace.
Hey, whatever you got to convince yourself of in that
Right.
situation.
Well, I would tell Justin, don't chase the 17.
Yeah.
Like you got the dash for cash, the 100,000. Race the guy on your outside right now. Let the 17 go try to beat himself if he gets into the wall.
Yep, and we're going to head back to green flag running this time by as well. So Justin Allgaier and Sam Mayer on the front row. Behind will be Larson and Gray. Jack, if I was Larson, keep low and then try and drift up high, coming out of 3 and into 4.
I would agree with that. I think Larson's very strong on that high line. He's an absolute feast on it yesterday.
Here we go. Restart time halfway in stage number 1. Here at Homestead, Miami for the Xfinity Series. We go green again, and the flag falls. Great start from Justin Allgaier. Kyle Larson immediately going to force his way into second position, and he's taking that low line through 1 and 2. Watch him out for 3 and 4. 3 wide, the 2 and the 54. Side by side, Jesse Love and Taylor Gray, and Harrison Burton on that high line. And it's a good restart as well from Jesse Love, up back into 10th position, into 3 and 4, and, well, actually, Larson surprised me. He's taken the low line through 3. Will he drift up to the high line? No, but Justin Allgaier has taken that extreme high line, the Larson line as it was called, but Larson, the low line on the restart, Jack, and he's right up there, but he's defending us off, and Sam Mayer's looking to the inside, down into turn 1 and 2, and takes second.
The pictures are so laggy for me. I've switched on to other pictures that I like. My pictures, the problem is, hold on, let me go to.
I tell you what, I'm having the same
We
issue,
just
mate.
see how.
Well, Sam Mayer to the inside line, battling.
my God.
Sam Mayer to the inside line. He's taken Larson. Larson drifts down low. They do sort of a swap around with Justin Allgaier staying up high. The low line working for Kyle Larson, who officially leads a lap here at Homestead, but is he going to have Sam Mayer defending? No, Sam Mayer stays the high line at the top of turn 1 and 2. Larson on the low. Now he can drift up high, secure his position. Larson leads here at Miami. Much better lap time from him coming through anyway. He was pushing through. How's the pictures, by the way? Are they better?
1 frame per second.
Oh dear. I'm hoping, is that Omi is watching?
And my other stream, the problem is my other stream is an entire lap ahead.
Oh, well, this is just great, isn't it, for us up here in the broadcast as well, to take us through it. What's yours on? Is it DD12? As Meyer comes in. Allgaier, Hill, Love coming in. It's going to be a very difficult broadcast, this one, with the internet going in that.
Yeah.
It's all backed up together again.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, this is how this one turns out as well, trying to get back in.
Yeah, Larson's taken the lead, so goodness me, 17th to 1st in 26 laps.
And we've got another problem somewhere on the track. I've just heard put it out in my ear, so we'll find out shortly and hopefully give us time to fix our coverage.
Nothing on my stream.
No, it's just coming out. Well, it's yellow on mine, so we'll wait and see. There's the confirmation. It's gone yellow now on our monitor. So this is why I hate not having Premier Sports in action as well. For some reason, they're not covering it so far today. Everything seems all right.
The caution on my screen, I'll tell you what it is.
Chris Wright is
second.
slow. Chris Wright's at 3 and 4 only, and Eisen's 1 and 2.
We were just making a normal statement there, Josh. Is you sure that's the cause of the caution?
Yellow's out. I don't know why.
Yeah, it is Chris Wright. I can confirm it was Chris Wright.
I thought so, because he's the only one on his own.
You were saying he was slow, but I was like, he's slow every week. Must be especially slow.
He's the only one who's on his own out there as the second caution comes out.
Did he spin,
well.
or...?
Well, he's on the low line. Ah, he's spun, exit 4.
I think he spun.
Yeah, puncture coming out too. Okay, well that explains a lot then, unfortunately, coming in. Especially as to what's happening out here on the track.
For the Falcon, Chris Wright.
He's got 4 flat tyres as well there, Jack, so even worse. Even worse.
Yeah, hold on, let me see. Have I got a replay on my stream yet? No. Are they on an ad break or something? Because surely we got a replay by now.
We have not had a replay just yet. I am, however, going to fix the issues with the TV pictures. So, here we go. We're replaying now, Jack. Yeah, not sure we can hear. So, as we get our pictures fixed, what we are going to do is take the opportunity under caution to hand over to the team at MRN Radio and get ourselves back up and running.
Just like they did your first time. NASCAR Throwback Weekend at Darlington Raceway, April 5th and 6th. Get your tickets now at darlingtonraceway.com. Discover South Carolina.
Back at Homestead Miami Speedway, Chris Wright brings his car down the pit lane. Pit road is closed when he did it. It's open now, and that renews the question at lap 31 when they come to the line. Does anybody take this opportunity to come down and get fresh tires and fuel? Here comes the field off the corner. Pace car is there. Nobody in the front 5 or 10 going to dip in and take a set. Nobody's coming in pit road among the front 15 or 20, so everybody stays on the racetrack as they complete lap 31. With Kyle Larson the leader, Sam Mayer, Justin Allgaier, Connor Zilic, and Sheldon Creed rounding out the top 5. From Homestead Miami Speedway, this is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Up space? Put it to good use by donating it to the NASCAR Foundation. Proceeds help fund medical resources for children in our racing community. Your wheels can heal. Call 844-NASCAR-9 and we'll come tow away your vehicle for free. The process is quick and your gift is tax deductible. Call 844-NASCAR-9 to donate your vehicle to the NASCAR Foundation today. Your donation will help our children survive and thrive.
NASCAR history. What I learned from Ken Squire, Barney Hall, and Ned Jarrett, I could never repay. Ken never told me what to say or what not to say. I learned very quickly that I was never going to be another Ken Squire. I don't think anybody could rise to that level. Motor Racing Network's NASCAR Live presents podcasts. 50 years of MRN. Jeff Gordon, A Colorful Career, the 1993 season, Junior's Journey, and more. Search for NASCAR Live on your favorite podcast platform.
Okay, I think we are gearing up to go back. So, still under yellow, and hopefully we'll hear from the boys in just a second, as I'm having to go through several thousand things. Hello, Jack, can you hear me again? Hello? No, is the answer to that, because Discord have done that thing again. Oh, it's always fun, isn't it? Sorry for the technical issues tonight, everybody. We're having up here in the box, but the yellow flag is still out as we are under caution as we continue to progress and see what will happen in what is a very bizarre race. Back to CW.
From his third straight Martinsville title.
I just needed to get from there to here first.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series, live next Saturday at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific.
3 Chevys in the top 5 as we prepare for the restart. Chevrolet's been outstanding when you look at the numbers so far in 2025. Won 4 of the 5 races before today. They had started on the pole in every race. 8 of 10 stage wins, closing on 700 laps led, and the Chevy of Kyle Larson is going to be the man in charge when we return to the green flag at the end of stage 1.
Yeah, we're getting ready then for the green to come back out. Let's see what is going to happen next. Ready for the restart. They'll come out of the last corner, boot it up. That 33 of 167 then. Coming in with 11 to go and rubbing for Larson and Allgaier, but we are racing again here at Homestead, Miami. Good restart as they come down into 1. Justin Allgaier back up into 2nd place. Sam Mayer down the order, getting into pressure from Sheldon Creed. Kyle Larson has the advantage at the front at the moment, so he will continue pushing that pressure as they come down the backstretch once more. No sign of a caution, but they're 5 wide further back, so they'll hold that advantage as long as they can drag it here. Allgaier second and leads currently that drag for cash, but he swings down low as Larson goes up high. They do a switcheroo at turn 3 and 4. Over the line we come. That lap officially led then as well on that time around by Justin Allgaier. We are restarted and we are back. Jack, what did you make of the restart?
I honestly didn't see it. I was watching some of the Wales match. They had a penalty appeal earlier, which was, it looked like it was outside the box to me, but the ref doesn't even give a foul, so it looked like it was a foul outside the box to me. As you can see, Larson battling here with Allgaier, 2 guys who, well, they know each other all too well. Last season at Charlotte, it was Allgaier who replaced Larson.
It was indeed, and now they're battling out for the end of stage 1's victory. Don't forget, Larson is not eligible for points in the Xfinity Series standings for the end of the championship. It's a guest driver role. Allgaier, however, is and will take the honours. Meyer and Hill in third and fourth. Jesse Love in 7th. That's in the dash for cash, and as well they can qualify coming up later on. Sam Mayer's back up into 3rd and closed in on the leaders now. Unfortunately for Austin Hill back, it's not going that well as they're sort of side by side. And Jack, we're so close to the end of stage 1, they're now pushing hard and they're going to try and, well, get points or wreck. Oh, I'm touching the wall at the exit as well.
Hold on, just...
We're back with you, hello.
And just making sure my pictures are loaded. There's Kyle Sieg running an impressive 5th place. You know what?
Oh, the 19's loose!
Oh, yours around!
Anyone going to hit him? No. He comes to a rest on the banking and apron section. Everyone doing well to avoid him.
Oh, Bottle nearly collided with somebody.
How on earth?
Goodness me. Good avoidance by everyone there on Bonsignor. Bonsignor, his first ever intermediate race, by the way. Of course, he's probably one of the best modified drivers I've ever seen. Mostly racing on the short tracks.
Did well there, not to bottle
intermediate,
it up.
and around he goes.
Nicely held with 8 to go in stage 1. Let's just take a look. So he just completely gets loose on his own, Jack.
He's losing it all the way down there, man. Little bit of good save by Taylor Gray, by the way.
Yeah, nearly went up into the side of the 25.
Got a little bit of
Harrison
contact.
Burton, yeah. Nicely held. So, caution's out again. Let's head back over to the CW. Well, we are in this other delay with time running out in stage 1.
There's no catching it. When it's that sideways, with the battle level, the grip level you have, that car is gone far before you ever got it all the way sideways. So it's just that when you get this low on grip, you've got to be more disciplined. You got to be more precise with the race car. Otherwise, you end up a big slide like that and it's spinning out.
You know, 3 cautions here in this first stage. Eckes is out of the race with the engine problem. Chris Wright gets the free pass. That means everybody that's still running, all 37 cars, will be on the lead lap as we get ready for the restart. That's going to be inside of 5 laps to go in stage 1. And now we get an update on Josh Williams in the 11, Kim.
Yeah, Josh Williams, we've been talking about the pneumonia he's had for the past few weeks. Last weekend, he had to get out of the car at Vegas. Ty Dillon in the car. Ty continued that and practiced and qualified that car for Josh. Josh taking the green flag, checked in with the team. Josh feels great right now, so much so that they have dismissed Ty Dillon. So Josh intends to run all 200
Oh, and there goes
laps
there we go.
here. They'll look for some slight changes to make it more like what Josh needs at the end of this stage. As we talk about the 19, we saw that slide he made. He just apologized to the team. He said he got too much momentum. It was very edgy before that. Stevie Reed's the spotter, working overtime, trying to coach this driver on his first start at Miami. And Justin had told me it is all about learning today. He certainly learned something right there.
Yeah, and I would say there's no need to apologize on his part. He's here trying to learn, and you're going to make some mistakes. I mean, the car is not torn up. They're going to be on a little different tire strategy than what other guys are going to be, but he's an incredible driver, and he's here to learn, and the way you learn is to make some mistakes and just don't do it again.
Well, Parker, I just always appreciate the bluntness of Jamie, and Jamie told Justin.
I wanted to point something out real quickly.
I did.
Go for it.
Leland Honeyman is in the top 10 right now. He's on for some stage points. Good on him.
Now that is a surprise to get some stage points for Honeyman in P7.
Good to see him up there. He's been great with Cope. I feel for Thomas Annunziata, to be honest, though.
Yeah.
Because that guy's been completely screwed out of it, both races he's run. He's in Trans Am qualifying right now. Thomas Annunziata.
Few pit stops going on.
We'll see how he gets on.
39's gone in for a pit stop. Let's go down.
Here's the one thought. Do you pit here and just ease around in the back and try to take care of your tires? Or do you say hammer down, drive to the front, get stage points?
So I'm glad you brought it up, because I believe that is the option you have. You have the option to sort of take it easy. You know you're going to get a gob of track position when everyone else pits under the stage. You then take as best care of those tires as you can. I've never felt like that works very well at this place, just because of how abrasive it is. But if you only have a couple laps, you don't think you're going to get stage points out of it, just ride around and take care of them.
The more I sit next to Adam Parker, the more I think with his knowledge, he should have been a driver.
Yeah.
Good crew chief. You mean a crew chief.
I'll just read the promo, okay?
Just reads the promo. It's always the way, isn't it, with drivers? As the usual lag coming in from the other side, which isn't great news. Having to use DD12. Seriously, we pay 120 quid.
Right here on the CW.
I'm Team Jada. Great last name.
I'm Team Drive to the Front here.
Go on, Jack. I've muted them.
I'm just seeing there's board right now. I think this is William Sawalich here. Little fun fact about William Sawalich: his step-granddad was the inventor of hearing aids, as far as I know.
Was he really?
His dad is the president of Starkey Hearing Technologies, I think they're called. They're one of the biggest hearing aids companies in the world.
The stuff you find out.
He definitely is not any short in monies. That's what I'll say. That said, he's been all right this season. But look at that, by the way. Kyle Sieg up front. Downsizing to 2 cars has definitely benefited RSS racing in a lot of ways. We're seeing Kyle Sieg running near the top 10 a lot more often. Ryan Sieg, well, I think, could we finally see a Ryan Sieg win this season?
Oh, it's possible. I'm not going to say no to that. Ryan Sieg
I'd
was
love
quick.
it. I think that would be an incredibly popular win.
We're going to come to the green flag with 4 to go in stage 1. Now that is tricky and, well, rather interesting, isn't it?
Everything. I'm sliding everywhere. All right, walk me through the corner real quick here. I got 2 rounds in front of it. I'm losing it in. I get to the center. I wash up, starting with the right rear, and then I'm tight, and then snapping on exit.
Welcome to Homestead.
Yeah, welcome to Homestead indeed. It's sort of a baptism of fire.
Welcome to Homestead, William.
Do you reckon it'll go well?
Goodness. No. Based on the way the car's handling, no.
I was trying to be kind, but okay.
Larson and Mayer.
Here we go again then, as we go green. 4 to go, restart is on. What are we going to see here then? Down into 1, Larson shuts the door. Sam Mayer will come up on the inside line as well. He's got better traction.
Turn 2 rack.
Yeah, let's have a look. Here's turn 2, everyone drifts up high.
I'm waiting for this.
Oh, 5, 6 wide at the back.
No, we're all good.
Yeah, but it took time, didn't it? They almost did run into each other. Serious amount of moments coming through.
Inside left. Is that Harrison Burgess? Oh, that's Leyland Honeyman, actually.
Up to
Leyland Honeyman's in 3rd place. What is going on?
He might even go one better.
He might be going for the lead here, actually.
Larson's lost out because all guys on the inside. Honeyman's right there, but also coming in, Kyle Sieg and Sam Mayer in here. It's a 5-way fight, and they're 5 wide, coming out of 2. And almost getting loose there was Justin Allgaier. That loses him traction. The 28 of Kyle Sieg takes the low line. The 41 of Sam Mayer goes up high. And the 17 and the 7 butt drafting each other. And that allows the brilliant run coming up as well from the 41 of Sam Mayer. 2 to go. What an amazing couple of corners we're going to witness here in this stage. They're on the attack. They're on the press. White flag will be out next time by. Remember that. They're going to have it holding together. Keeping that momentum. Keeping that action. Swings it in. Larson's up high. Kyle Sieg leading the stage as things stand. Remember that. It doesn't happen that often. Kyle Sieg has the advantage at the moment. White flag for stage 1. Larson up high. Coming in. Sammy Smith. Where is he flashing up on my monitor? Where's he going to? He's in 3rd position at the moment. He's lined up. He's past Larson. Sammy Smith is making a very late charge here. Goes to the inside of Kyle Sieg. And Sammy Smith now has the effective lead coming out of 3 and 4. Stage 1 ends. Sammy Smith, the unlikely winner to take the green checkered flag at the end of stage 1. Kyle Sieg ahead of Ryan Sieg, Kyle Larson and Sam Mayer, the top 5 as the caution comes out to end the first stage running here at Homestead, Miami. And it's Sammy Smith who wins his first stage here at Miami. That is a surprise. Big, big surprise. Well, that's going to catch everybody's attention about what's going on now coming into it. Hopefully, we're going to come back in shortly with the booth. I can't seem to get access as well on the iPad. I don't know if that's a problem that needs fixing. We are, can't hear me again, so we are trying to fix that issue. I'm going to switch over to a mobile device, which hopefully has a little bit more juice in it in order to gain some of the traction out here, and hopefully we'll be able to hear from the boys shortly. It's a fascinating stage then. 1 concludes, and Yeah, I'm surprised, actually. It's not as dramatic as we thought it would be, but there are moments and there is intrigue about what we're seeing out here tonight as well. So, fingers crossed this one's going to work if I join. And hopefully they can hear me, but I can't hear them because it's not working. Hang on. So, this isn't...
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, JB.
I can hear you. Hello. Yes, that's
There
working.
we go. We are sorted.
Hey,
I've decided Sammy Smith is going up in my hate watch. Why? We could have had a Kyle Sieg stage win, man. Come on.
It got close, didn't it, Jack?
What a drive from him, though. Sieg's been noticeably quicker this year. Issues on Al's side, is they're fine for me. Yeah, it's probably my internet just being absolutely terrible.
Oh no, mine's having its moments too, mate. I've had to switch to a mobile phone in order to bring coverage. That's how bad it is at the moment. So, right, we're going to gear up ready for IndyCar Radio soon. Go on, Jack.
Okay, I just thought I'd get through the top 10 in the stage. Sammy Smith, Kyle Sieg, Ryan Sieg. Yep, there's 2 of them. Kyle Larson, Justin Allgaier, Sam Mayer, Leland Honeyman, Sheldon Creed, Jesse Love, and Austin Hill. Also, Wales have just scored. So it's 2-1 now.
If I click disable video, has that turned off the stream for anybody else in the chat? Or can you still see it?
What? I can currently still see it.
Oh, good. That's just me then. Good. That it just saves the lag on my end, so I'm just voice only for you lot, so that we can hear. Right, let's head back up to the CW as we get ready for the start of stage 2 coming shortly.
Where high octane meets the high banks, and gear up for spring break in the fast lane. 3 races, 3 days, one unforgettable weekend in racing paradise. NASCAR weekend at Homestead Miami Speedway. Get your tickets now at homesteadmiamispeedway.com.
Scrabble.
Whatever the next move is, we'll have an impact together.
There's always something new out there.
Thanks for coming after me. We look forward to our very bright future.
One stage down, 2 to go at the Homestead Miami Speedway. The ending to that stage was amazing. Let's go down to Progressive Pit Road. Here's Kim.
And you see that line of cars making their way down pit road. Top box, that's Sam Mayer in that white and lime green car. Despite having a good run at that stage, he said, this is hard. I've never had the top be so bad. He felt like the right front got killed after that close call. Balance a little loose, struggling to pass and stay with the leaders on the restarts was his biggest complaint. They'll take 4 fresh Goodyear tires, Sunoco fuel, slight air pressure, and Dylan.
Justin Allgaier in the middle of the screen was a little bit free on corner exit, otherwise felt pretty good, but then got freer after those couple of cautions, making air pressure adjustments to tighten him up. Kyle Larson said he was tight mostly off of turn 4, expected that to be the tires going away. Don't expect any major changes on the 17 as the race off pit road heads towards us here. Sammy Smith, you see him pitted. Just want to mention, think they're playing here, take those tires off that they just put on, those new tires, and then keep them for scuffs later. So they got the track position. They're at a little bit of a tire disadvantage, but they've got the track position and a little bit something to work with now.
So far, so good. They executed the strategy, right? They've got the lead, and he wins the race off Progressive Pit Road. +2 for Larson. Allgaier gains some as well. We'll reset when we return.
Yeah, they can't do me a favour, can they? And just keep it talking for a few moments while I get everything sorted. What's really annoying, I spent hours setting this up, and guess what's now starting to have a laggy moment and not let me take audio input. So isn't that just fantastic as well from a MacBook that cost thousands of pounds not to actually want to work and is really starting to annoy me either way.
Wow.
What have you got?
I just saw a stat that impresses me a lot. There's been 10 lead changes in the opening 45 laps. That matches the total of the entire event last year. Yeah, in for an all-time classic, ladies and gentlemen.
An all-time classic indeed. I'm liking the sound of this.
Especially if Kyle Sieg wins. Especially if Kyle Sieg wins the race. Or Ryan. Both of them I'd be happy with winning that race. They're both very popular drivers.
I've managed to fix that issue, by the way, so that's good news. Coming through, just don't touch the one thing of death. That seems to kick it out. So that is good news. It's going to be quite an interesting session to come into it. What are your thoughts then at the end of stage 1, Jack?
Great opening stage. The two Siegs look incredibly quick on the short run. Leland Honeyman looks fairly quick. Sam Mayer and Larson still very quick as well. But good points there for Sammy Smith in particular. His 4th career stage win.
Yeah, not a bad stage for him, was it, actually? It's sort of all working out the way we were expecting it to, which I'm happy about, actually. I didn't want to have a upsetting or dramatic stage race as things stand. Okay, so... Well, I have no idea what's going on right now with my device on the computer. It seems to actually hate me. So we're going well, aren't we, out here, to get things started tonight? Seriously, it's weird. It's like the whole device has just gone, nope, sorry, you're not going to do anything anymore. Either way,
How's IndyCar been going by? They haven't really kept track of it. On McLaren looking quick.
They are indeed. That's what I'm trying to get started now, actually.
Good.
McLaren are looking quick. Right,
I saw Lundgaard's been fairly quick. I haven't seen the other two, though.
Mostly the same, mostly similar.
Oh, nice. I mean, if Siegel's quick, then that's a good sign, because he's not really been quick in his few races with us.
Well, if Omi could check if we are live on IndyCar.
I'll have a look for you.
Because then I can press the button and get going.
Hold on, let me have a look. You are live.
Excellent, thank you very much. Intro on, let's
go. The stream's live, I haven't checked.
That'll do. Nothing coming up problematic on my side as we start broadcasting then for the very first time. We're using the MacBook Pro over there. Meantime, it's lap 50. We spent 5 laps under caution. We're getting ready for the restart here. Harrison Burton has taken the lead. He was not stopped so far, so watch out for him from the pit stop runarounds to come in. That will be the big one to have the excitement. Fingers crossed it's going to be smooth sailing and a lot of flying as the session goes along. We're entertained. Go on.
We quickly talk about the fact, by the way, that most of the most viewed streams so far this year are ones where JB hasn't been on it.
Yes. And that
I think the audience hates you, mate. I'm going to be...
It's a weird one. It's a weird one. Let's head back to the CW as we get ready for green.
Welcome back to the CW as we get ready for Stage 2 at Homestead, Miami. And just how good is Larson at Homestead, Miami? Well, he's led over 1,100 laps in all 3 NASCAR series here. Over 300 alone in the Xfinity series. He's already adding to that today. And he finished 4th in Stage 1. He won the truck race last night, which he said the truck race was one that he was actually more worried about than the Xfinity race or the Cup race this weekend, which I'm not really sure exactly what that's supposed to say to the rest of the field. But hey, when you're in Miami, you never know who you're going to run into. Isn't that right, Dylan?
Yeah, that's right, Carla. We found Alvin Kamara and I believe it's 7 other NFL players back here who are enjoying the NASCAR race this weekend. Alvin's a NASCAR employee, growth and engagement advisor. He's got the hard card here, so he looks the part. You're showing everybody around here and kind of getting them the full NASCAR experience. What's everybody think of it so far?
Yeah, I think everybody's enjoying it so far. So today was all about just career experience opportunity that, NASCAR and NFL, we partnered up and try to give guys the opportunity to come out here and kind of experience what's going on in NASCAR. So, guys are in comms, various other departments, race control, race communications, social, everywhere. So they're all running around, getting a good feel for it. They're all excited. Everybody loves the pit. Everybody loves being down on track. So, everybody's having a good time.
Yeah, they've been down here having a lot of fun, hanging out and enjoying the weekend. Thank you, Alvin. Enjoy the rest of the weekend and good luck in your season, too.
Hey, Dylan, I think we should line up and you two should race in a 40-yard dash later, actually.
I would lose that and it wouldn't even be close.
There you go. Maybe you and I could pass the baton and do a relay.
Oh, penalty.
Yeah, driving
Justin Allgaier. Too many pit stalls. Wow.
How many did he do?
Here we go. I think it's you got to drive through 1,
2, 3.
You can't. 4 actually there. I think you can drive through 3. I think is the rule. Not 4. Okay. Also, if you want to know who Alvin Kamara is, running back for the New Orleans Saints.
Well, I didn't think I did, but I guess if they say I did.
Yeah, so
Did, mate. Sorry. It did, mates. Sorry about that.
So I didn't think he did, but he did. So that's an interesting one. Coming ready for the
You're
restart.
saying
Go on.
if they're saying I did, I must have.
Yes. I don't really think about it logically, are they, either? Yeah, one.
He's logical, at least.
Went through the 70, the 88, and quite a lot. I think the 8 as well, so he has thrown through quite a bit. So Harrison Burton restarting on the inside line. What could possibly go wrong?
Popping Bopple on the outside of him, by the way, in that Bass Pro Shops sponsored. You know what's on my bucket list, by the way? Going to that Bass Pro Pyramid.
Yeah,
I'd love
me
to go
too.
there.
Here we go again then. Ready, steady, and stage 2 goes green at Homestead, Miami for the Hard Rock Bet 300. Burton leads around the outside already. Moves going on. Oh, is that coming from... Yeah, it is. It's Perkins made a great restart. Carson will take the lead of the race in the number 1. And so far, Jack, it's a smooth restart. But this next 45 laps, well, effectively, it's lap 9 already at 45. They're all going to start charging down again and just getting themselves comfortable before we go into the real big one later.
According to the 7 radio, we've got it on film. He didn't clip too many boxes. Well, clearly we are not watching the same video because he clips 4.
Yeah,
Come on, guys.
They're just trying anything.
Also, Jesse Love, I think. Is that Jesse Love in the race lead?
Jesse Love is
it is
taking the
Jesse
lead.
Love for 2022. Sorry, not 2022. 2023 Arca Menard Series champion. And 2024 Rookie of the Year.
And, of course, Daytona winner for Xfinity. He won, of course, on Valentine's Day.
Love is in the air, and not in a literal sense.
It was a great Daytona as well to come into it. Love leads. He's got the fastest lap as well of this race at a 33.670. Mayer in second, Larson third, Austin Hills fourth, Sammy Smith back up to 5th place with Cav Pill in 6th, Burness in 7th, but Harrison Burton shot to 8th on that restart there as well. That's bad from him. He had a golden start and he's dropped so far down.
Yeah, really unfortunate. Now Harrison Burton's dropped to 9th. He's not in the top equipment, though, you've got to remember, with that AM racing team. I always describe them as like an upper midfield team, personally. I don't describe them as front runners. So doing well with the equipment that he has, though, you've got to say.
Oh, yeah, I just 100% with you on that. He's got a remarkable charge about him as well. He is pushed very much aggressively, and it is working very, very well as the action will continue to push then here. Lap 12 of 45, the NASCAR Xfinity Stage 2 here.
Also, can I just be honest?
Yeah.
Can a lot of the NASCAR pundits please stop referring to Kyle Larson as the best race car driver in the world right now? I just don't think he is. You know who I think it is right now, by the way? I might be able to give a hot take. Active full-time drivers, if we're talking about, correct? Active full-time drivers, Scott Dixon.
Do you know, I'd go with that.
That's my take.
I'd go with that.
IndyCar titles is not something to laugh at.
He's got so many more underneath him as well. Carlson's up into 11th place. Sanchez down into 12th place over the line. Dash for cash.
It's Dean Thompson. And to the lead goes Sam Mayer.
That was a nice move for Sam. The high line, the Kyle Larson line.
Here is Jesse Love going to fight back. He is. I don't think he's going to be able to get to him, though. Oh, no, he dives down the inside. But Sam Mayer has that high line. And do you know who else has that high line? Kyle Larson.
Knew that was coming. Larson's got that advantage out of him. He's got that traction throughout everything. He knows where to go. This is the replay, by the way. The inside swept through. Super sweet.
Update IndyCar qualifying. I'm told Scotty Mack has spun.
Oh, we'll keep an eye on that. You can, if you're watching on JB Motorsports, that qualifying watch-along stream with the timings is on now. And so far, going rather well, I would say. It's kind of cool. The delight that we now can stream on the MacBook is delighting me because it helps us massively. Especially when it comes to MotoGP. I no longer have to get out of bed for the night races. Ha 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 ha. Literally, I'm delighted about
Larson's passing Love.
He is. Larson is P2 as things stand. In top. And Larson started 7th, currently now P2. On the outside. Love can't get that inside line. He can't get that lower line pushing as much as he wants it to. They've still got to... It's not really fuel and tyres they've got to worry about with only 45 laps running, but they've got to save the car and everything ready for the mega stage 3, which is 110 laps long. Stage 3 is insane. I don't know why it's so long.
I'm going to have to move downstairs for me on my other computer in the next, 5 minutes, by the way.
No worries. We'll hand over to CW if they're not in a break. Lap 62. 138 remaining. Over the line. Sam Mayer leads again to Larson, Love, Hill in 3rd. So Justin Allgaier now running in 21st position. Remember him? Because he's going to be a bit out of position. Yeah, just remembered we can't highlight the drivers I was trying to get hold of. Not a bad run, not a bad strategy actually. They've kept it remarkably calm and smooth. The battle goes on here. And now we see the 88. Connor Zilic battling as well with the 8. And the inside line belongs to him, so Sammy Smith will drop down. Good opening run here. Yes, I'm remarkably surprised about how all this is turning out so far. Now we see Jesse Love trying to go around the outside on the high line to Austin Hill, who's down low. A little bit of twitch, they run together, exit of 4 over the line. Of course, it's an intermediate circle, first one of the intermediate track, first one of the year where we're sort of in a Indy 500 style oval shape of the Brickyard. Similar type of track layout. And this was the twitch, the 21 almost running into the 2, but they were drifting into each other. They couldn't get the move out of 4. And it almost came to blows. They just had enough traction left to make it work. Only just, though. It was not scary, but enlightening, I would say, is the correct turn of phrase. As they'll have to get the push, get the attack, and get back on it. Meyer, Larson, Love, Hill, Zilic, top 5. As the racing continues on. Let's pass the CW quick.
Favorite, by the way, updating Allgaier. He's working his way close to the top 15 as Larson digs in on that 41.
And you mentioned Allgaier. He was up in the front leading laps early in this race, so all 4 of those guys that are going for the dash for the cash are going to be a factor in this. It's going to be, I think they're going to have to win the race in order to win that.
I mean, technically you don't have to. But I think today you might have to do it to pull it off, and I agree. I mean, that's just how good they are.
And when we talked to Sam Mayer, as you see leading this race in that green and white 41 earlier in the week, we asked him about the dash for cash versus winning the race, and he's like, guys, I'm going to go win the race, because if I win the race, I'm guaranteed to win the dash for cash.
What about that 2-car, Dylan?
Well, you saw him kind of come out of there like gangbusters on the restart. That was encouraging to see, even though he has fallen back here since he got to the lead. Danny Stockman, the crew chief, said, one thing we've wanted to improve on all year is our aggressiveness on restarts. That's the difference we feel like in potentially winning a championship, taking advantage of guys on those starts. When they're just settling in, we want to be at a 10 on the intensity scale. So they at least did that well. Right now, as he's falling back into the 4th spot, the message has been, let the car have its head off turn 2, kind of release the wheel, don't scrub the tires so much, keep the momentum built up. So Love trying to do that right now as that battle with his teammate is finally sorted out.
You know, he's gone through so much growth since he started last year as a rookie.
Hello, Jack. What have you got for us?
Not much, to be honest. Hold on, let me just put the Wales game on my TV as well.
No worries. We've got Maya, Larson, Hill, Love, Zilic, your top 5 as they go picture in picture. I like that CW actually go picture in picture during green flags. That makes it a lot easier for us to keep an eye on what's going on. And they even leave a ticker at the bottom. CW so far, I think, doing very, very well with their broadcast. Of course, they share the TV pictures that are provided from NASCAR, which is Fox. But yeah, not too bad from CW so far. So, Sam Mayer leading with a gap of 0.3 to Kyle Larson. Is that expected to stay the same, do you reckon? As well, Jack, will we now just settle down to the end of this stage with, what, 20 laps to go? Yeah, 20 laps until the end of stage 2. Don't know if Jack can hear me. I haven't disconnected, have I? Can you hear me? Okay, might have an issue where I can't be heard. That's a bit of a worry. Coming in.
Hold on.
Oh, hello, I can hear you. Hello.
I'm back.
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay. So currently, we have Sheldon Creed battling with Jesse Love. Is that Sheldon Creed in the 0.0? It is Sheldon Creed. It's weird seeing Sheldon Creed not in that 2 car. I'm going to be honest with you. Because he was in that 2 car for 2 years. It's weird seeing the Whelan livery not with Sheldon Creed driving it, to be honest.
As they push and win, isn't it, to come underneath it. Just have to sort of press it together, the 7 and the 20 side by side. So not doing too bad. And they're catching up as well to the 1. So this is down in 11th, 12th and 13th position. And Austin Hill has passed Sheldon Creed, by the way, for 3rd place. So that's changed over again. It's just a slow stage 1 and 2.
Here is Connor Zilic now trying to get past.
Yeah, Zilic coming through on the back. And that's the 24 of Corey Heim.
It's Corey Heim.
Behind the wall, he's gone. Confirmed by the way.
Should have won that truck race yesterday.
Should have won that truck race yesterday. It was quite close as well. Christian Eckes is, by the way, officially out of the race. They cannot do anything to save that car. So he's officially
I think we could tell.
Yeah, it's kind of explodey-wody, wasn't it? Not going to get that sorted in a hurry. So, ready as we will return to the Cup. Ready to get running. Rocking and rolling, really. Next Saturday, we are going to be racing again. And where are we? Martinsville next weekend, if I'm not very much mistaken. So I'm going to be missing that one. It's a good battle. Good race. Martinsville next week. We'll be live with Xfinity and Cup. Right, back with us then with 15 laps remaining in this stage. It's going to be 110 stage 3. It is madness, to be fair. So I just want to make the comparison, and I know Omi's on mute, but I want to bring him in for a second to wow him. Omi, if you're listening, currently the NASCAR, which is on the main streaming PC, is running Mixler and the NASCAR OBS has taken up 27% CPU usage. The MacBook Pro is running a driver tracker, a timing monitor, and the radio and the OBS, and it's taken up 2.8% of CPU power. My new Mac, it can stream big, and it's making me slightly alarmed that maybe I should swap going forward for it, because it's quite powerful. So, yeah, things might become a bit simpler for some broadcasts.
Todd Pallot's kind of destroying the field in qualifying.
Yeah, I've just looked at it. It's a 139.5 for him, and then he's 4 tenths ahead. He's 4 tenths ahead to Felix Rosenquist. So IndyCar's going well to keep you up. You can watch that with us live on Mixler tomorrow and on JB Motorsports. Meantime, Sam Meyer leads this race from Larson, Hill, Creed, and Zilic top 5. In the dash for cash, Meyer is first, Hill's third, Love 6th, Olgar in 10th, but it's Meyer who's going to have that extra money as well with winning the race. Jack. We are 32 of 45 in this stage, 77 of 200 in total, and It's taken an hour and 6 minutes with 1, 2, 3, 4 cautions, but it hasn't really been that bad of a race. It's been quite chill.
No, this has been entertaining.
Yeah.
As you can see, Larson's still on Mayer's tail. Mayer, obviously, my pick to win this race. I think he won this race 2 years ago, was it?
Yeah.
He got the victory. I remember the first thing he said when he got out of the car, finally, we won on an oval. Because he'd won 3 road courses before that. He hadn't won on an oval. That Heim car is done.
Let's hear from Kim Kuhn.
To get the balance right, just way too tight. And now it's power issues. Corey reported that the power was cutting in and out. First of all, he said the voltage looked high. Then the gauges stabilized. Then he said the tack was not working. They brought it down, looked at it, sent him back out. Then it was sputtering on the apron, brought him back down, ultimately decided to go behind the wall. And this is very curious. He also had power issues with a completely different team and his truck race last night. So maybe needs to lose Lady Luck or Lady Bad Luck for the next weekend.
Yeah, didn't have any luck in Vegas. Hasn't had any luck here either, Jack. So unfortunately for Corey Heim, he's looks like Dave.
He did have luck in Vegas. He won.
Sorry, I meant the other way around. He got luck in Vegas and he hasn't had luck here at Miami.
Yeah. He won the Vegas race. He's been the only full-time truck driver to actually win a race so far. It's been him. It was originally Kligerman. He got disqualified. And then it was Heim. And it was Busch in that photo finish at Atlanta. Brilliant race, by the way.
Atlanta was good.
Atlanta was, to be honest, all the truck races this season so far have been pretty good.
Oh, this is early on, the 19 spinning and causing the, what was it, second caution?
No, Josh, you don't understand. He's entering Formula Drift next season.
Justin Sideways in 19. Available to pre-order now. Yeah, 35 and 45.
What?
What have you got?
All the Penske cars didn't make it out the first round.
Oh, you're right. New Garden,
Wow.
McLaughlin, yeah, they're all out. We'll keep you updated with IndyCar as we go for the Thermal GP. Meyer leading this one. Battle for first between Larson and Sam Meyer now. And Sam is really on the pressure here, isn't he? Because Larson's on the inside. He'll have him here. Jack easy into turn 3.
Yep, just setting up my IndyCar stream so I can watch it.
That low line on the push. And Larson's through with ease. Absolute ease, actually. Wow. Larson leads.
Larson to the race lead, everyone.
I love one stage 1, and now we're going to see a bit of a change here. Do you know, this is the first time this year I think we've been able to see the CW graphics ourselves up here in the booth. And I actually really like them. They're really nice.
Same. All of my friends hate them. I think they look great.
It's clear, it's easy to read, it's nicer to read, and I think as well it's minimalist, but it works because you still see everything you need to see. I like it. Well done, CW.
Also, they got the best broadcasting booth of the lot.
They have, yeah.
Adam Alexander's absolute legend. Jamie McMurray is brilliant. Parker Kligerman, what a commentator he is. He's brilliant.
Let's not forget that we'll hear Adam commentate on 10 races this year on the Cup, alongside Xfinity.
Well, was that not Lee Diffie who's commentating?
No, for Amazon and TNT.
Oh yeah, Amazon. Yeah, my bad. For the NBC broadcasts, it'll be
Lee Diffie, yeah.
Legend himself, Lee Diffie. But, by the way, can I just say, anybody who doesn't like Lee Diffie as a commentator, you have no soul.
He's a great broadcaster. Questions are coming in whether or not he's a good man. I'll leave it that there and tell you to go look at these.
A lot of people are just saying they don't like him because he's not American, which I think is ridiculous.
I mean, I implore you, go take a look at the Supercross commentator who was let go after a lot of pressure from the booth. Including by Lee Diffie, apparently, allegedly. But yeah, I'll send you the link. It's quite alarming.
I don't watch Supercross at all, so...
I think it was more about the characters of the people in the booth. Look at Austin Hill up into 4th place. Kim?
Winner here and the guy in the 4th position, Austin Hill. Take a listen to
Thanks, Kim. So there's a couple of issues still coming up, unfortunately, for Austin Hill. Fingers crossed he can indeed make it to the end of this stage. As it stands, Larson, Meyer, Creed, Hill, Zilich, Sanchez, Love, Sammy Smith, Allgaier, Jones, your top 10 to win stage points with 4 to go in stage 2. Well,
Larson should have this.
yeah, what's the gap? 1.3, got it by ease.
No, it's not gaining, so.
Imagine he loses it though.
I mean, Larson was. That truck was on rails last night. And he cut like what? A 6-second lead. He got past a 6-second lead in about 15 laps.
An unbelievable strategy, really.
Unbelievable stuff right there.
3 to go in stage 2.
As they lap Myatt Snyder, is that? Or is that a battle for position?
No,
No, they are lapping.
they're
Okay.
lapping. And the 39's come down pit road again.
Ryan Sieg.
And he was in 32nd position, so he's taken that bold strategy to box before the caution for competition stage. He's calling to a stop. He's got a problem, according to pit road, so that's an issue for Ryan Sieg, not a scheduled stop. What if he had a slow puncture or something along those lines? 2 to go. It was a slow puncture, yeah. Oh, it's shredded, Jack. Wow.
Jeez.
Larson's going to have stage 2 with the flag coming out for the Napa Auto Parts, a sponsor on the CW. Meyer is still P2. Don't forget, it was Love. He's got the fastest lap of the race so far. Sammy Smith won stage 1. He picked up stage points. Larson would not carry any stage points because he is not a regular full-time driver in the Xfinity Series. He is full-time in Cup as well, we know. Would be ironic if the first Xfinity Series race I'm giving the lead commentary for, a Cup Series driver wins. And my disdain for them joining other championships and running them when it's a place for younger drivers. Either way, Ben Schneider is going to have something to put in the encore show. He is slowing.
What did he know? He's not pitting. Did he miss the pit lane?
No, he's slow, and I believe he's taken it by... Larson's won stage 2, but I think he was trying to give it to Sam Meyer, who's now finished in 2nd and didn't manage it. Larson then, very slow.
That doesn't make sense though, they've got different manufacturers.
That was
maybe Larson's
bizarre.
car's not a problem.
He was very slow.
Or maybe he was letting one of the guys unlap themselves.
Oh, good call. Who's just unlapped themselves? Dean Thompson, Jeb Burton, Matt Bedena.
I think Jeb Burton.
Yeah, where is Jeb Burton? Can't see it. Yeah, yeah, could be. We'll keep an eye on that. But either way, caution's out. It is Kyle Larson who wins stage 2 in a bizarre way, slowly out of turn 4. He ended it now only 9/10 behind Sam Mayer in 2nd, Sheldon Creed 3rd, Austin Hill 4th, Connor Zilich 5th, Nick Sanchez in 6th, Jesse Love 7th. Then we get Justin Allgaier 8th, Sammy Smith 9th, and Brandon Jones puts it in to P10. So that's the end of stage 2. Jack, what did you make of the action?
Little bit calmer.
Yeah.
Like that. That said, I think we'll be gearing up for a very exciting stage 3.
Oh, I'm expecting a lot of cautions. It's 110 laps long. We're at least going to see 3, maybe 2 to 3 pit stops coming through, depending on fuel and tyre strategies. We went largely green flag in stage 2. I think the only one we had, in fact, no caution in stage 2. That was the stage 2 podcast, and it went through quite quickly. The only caution we had was for stage. So, yeah, better
Easy
one.
enough.
I'm amazed. Just a gloat for a second, or as well. I'm amazed by this new map book. I really am. It is streaming, and it is. My actual streaming PC is on 30% CPU usage. My MacBook is on 3%, and it's streaming a lot more than the streaming PC is. So I'm
pass Ryan Ellis.
Where's Ryan Ellis? 24th position, last on the lead lap. So yeah, I'm surprised. Although, do you know what this does tell me is that maybe I don't have to come to the commentary box in the freezing dead of night anymore. I might be able to do a couple of sessions from my room. So I'm looking forward to testing this out for maybe Japan Practice 1, commentating from a different booth. Giving it a go. Group 2 coming up shortly as IndyCar, and they've just turned off all of their images. Yay, coming through. There we go. So, we are going up then.
That's the Fox we know and love right there.
Say again?
That's the Fox we know and love right there.
Yeah. Ready for stage number 3. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad now. They should be able to just control it between them all. Let's head back over to the CW for all the latest news as we gear up for the final stage.
Big hits right there. It's all or nothing for 26 weeks of the year.
The wait is finally over.
Welcome to the NASCAR Xfinity Series, only on the CW.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Golden Corral. Golden Corral honors our nation's heroes. And by Liberty Mutual. Only pay for what you need. 2 stages down here in South Florida for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Going to be a fun 100-lap run to the finish. Progressive Pit Road is open, Kim.
And Sheldon Creed's service already started. You see him at the top there in that red and white machine. Big adjustment there. He said he feels like he was better that run, but just too tight on entry. He had to slow down too much to get it to turn. His teammate in the middle, Sam Mayer there, he said, I killed the right front, but overall the car is good. Does not think he needed anything. No changes for Sam Mayer, Dylan.
Race leader Kyle Larson fairly happy with his race car. He said it felt slick with the front end when I was running up top. Pretty good around the bottom. They're cognizant of building tight on this last long run. They stuck a wrench in the back window to make a chassis adjustment to help Larson free up.
And now the race off Progressive Pit Road. Larson takes care of business. Austin Hill right behind him. -1 for Sam Mayer, the restart when we return.
Yeah, not a bad pit stop run there as well. So Kyle Larson still the leader on when things will cycle back through. Although I've got the 51 inheriting that. As things stand, that's Jeremy Clements. No, he's come down pit road now as well. So 39 will take it through, which is going to be Ryan Sieg, 2 laps down. So, yeah, I think, Jack, Kyle Larson from Austin Hill. Larson keeps the lead.
Nice work for Larson there and his Hendrick pit crew.
This is going to be a mighty dash going forward. I'm very excited to see what we're going to have here for this one now. Fingers crossed it's going to be a closer battle, a meaner battle in many respects. We know what we need to have. All 3 teams...
Hopefully a more aggressive one too.
Yeah, I'm hoping so as well, mate. I really am. It needs to be more aggressive coming into this. I wish I knew that this would work, by the way, coming through, connecting the phone up when we do stuff. Okay.
You just saw on screen who my pick a winner for next week's going to be.
Who was it? I wasn't looking at the screen.
Eric Amarola.
Eric Amarola, yeah, that's a good one.
I think this would be his 3rd Martinsville win in a row, by the way, if he were to win next week.
You can join JT and Jack for that next week. I think is the early call with March Madness still progressing. So I'll be
ready for us to get more views. JB's not on stream.
Hey, I've got MotoGP at the same time. You're going to be fighting me for the views as we get thousands and thousands of viewers. Hey, if you take a look, hang on, 45,000 for MotoGP. I was on that. Yeah, back in Thailand.
I mean, I would do MotoGP too. The problem is I just don't know enough about it. I'm an expert. It's like watching bikes go around a track, especially in Moto 3.
Oh, Moto 3 is insane.
Moto 3 finish was incredible.
I regularly use my voice over Moto 3. It is that good. It is that dramatic as well of how much...
Best bikes. Oh. Actually, you know what I'm always excited for every year? Italian Grand Prix.
Yeah, Mugello is fantastic.
Mugello is the best bike racing track on the planet, in my opinion.
I'm buzzing for when we go there in a few months' time. Where is it? Beginning
Actually,
of
the
June.
Red Bull Rookies Cup when they race there.
Ooh, yes. Red Bull Rookies was better last year. It's going to be a very tasty weekend when we get through to that. And here as well, the Hard Rock Bet 300 here at Homestead, Miami. Gearing up for another one as I head back to the CW.
Back in Miami, now we get our golden moment brought to you by Golden Corral. We've got to go to the end of stage one. Everybody on a little bit different tire situations, but Sammy Smith absolutely just turned it up.
No, it was so much fun to watch him put those tires on and drive through the field and be able to win that stage.
They pitted with like 6 or 7 to go. They get the 4 tires. He goes from outside the top 30 to the win, and it's like, what in the world is happening with that car?
He averaged about 8 or 9 cars a lap, which is pretty fun to watch. And I guarantee you, from his seat, it was really fun.
Yeah, it is from his seat really fun, but we're getting for the restart. What do you think is going to happen here? 105 to go, Jack. Carnage or good luck?
Both, hopefully.
Oh, good.
That's my opinion. Bit of both. A little bit of carnage at the start. Calm throughout the race. Then we get a nice little fuel mileage finish.
Yeah, that sounds nice to me.
I love a fuel mileage finish.
No overtime.
There has not been an overtime, by the way, in the truck series, by the way, in 17 races. Little fun fact for you there. We are 3 races away from tying the series record at 20.
See, overtime is not needed in series, but they will still force it upon us. Larson down low, Hill up high. Stage 3 of the Xfinity Series is underway here at Miami. And it's a good restart from Kyle Larson. Sam Mayer is pushing him. Coming through on the inside, Jesse Love takes second position as he's side by side with Sam Mayer and Connor Zilic. And up high, he's gone now, Zilic, and dropped back. So Austin Hill fills into 4th place. And look, it is going to be, is that Jones in 5th position? Brandon Jones moves up from 10th into... Well, she's dropped down now to 9, so that time screen needs a bit of work on it, but it's Queen back up to 5th. Smooth restart there, Jack, as they come out of 3 and 4.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant restart there. Larson doing exactly what he needs to do as we see Taylor Gray get to the inside of his teammate and Sammy Smith, as well as Brian Jones. You see Bonsignor trying to go for a high line here. Can he maybe make a move? Get through both of them. He's going to make it 4 wide. He's going to hit the wall, actually.
Oh, and he gets loose as well. Just the 8 car. I don't know how he managed to keep that pointing in the right direction, but Sammy Smith was literally tagged by the back of the 20 of Brandon Jones down the back straight into 3 and 4. Wow.
I respect him going for it, though. He might have damaged his car, but I respect him going for that move. I don't think that's really Sammy's fault, personally. I think that's just really Bonsignor going for a move that's not really on, and it is 3-1 to Wales. Did he try and come down and... I don't think he meant to try and hook Sammy. I think he was loose.
That could be a penalty. Remember what we saw with Austin doing in the Cup Series?
I think he got loose.
Yeah.
I think he got loose. I don't think that was intentional.
Look who's cut through.
That
Sam
would be
Mayer.
crazy for Bonsignor to do, considering his culture.
It is crazy.
Of him being a modified guy. Those guys are so clean.
Kyle Larson leading Sam Mayer over the line, which is a surprise to see with 101 to go. Oh, I think we've got a timing and scoring glitch. We do. We've got a timing and scoring glitch on our monitors, which is not great news. I don't know when that came through to happen, but we'll fix that. We'll go immediately to battle screen number 2 for you and get that sorted. As the race goes on, Larson leading the way though, Jack.
Larson doing all he needs to do to get a 3-peat. Right now. Imagine if he wins the Cup race too. Qualified, I think, 14th. The Cup race.
If he wins Cup, I'll be annoyed.
It's a 3 in a row. That would be incredibly impressive. He's doing it again at Bristol, by the way.
Oh, is he?
All 3 races at Bristol.
Bristol's going to be a different kind of broadcast for us up here in the booth, just to let you know. So stand by for a lot of action. There we go, timing and scoring has returned to us now. After a little...
Parker Retzlaff just outside the top 10.
Is he really?
Yeah, 13th place. Not too bad for him in that Alpha Prime car. I get he has RCR chassis, but still, Going really well for him so far. Outside the top 10.
And we're back up and running, thankfully. Up 102, 98 to go. We've swapped over sides in this battle. As the action continues to rage
Reed
on.
trying to keep Allgaier behind. I don't think he's able to do so.
The dash for
Hill
cash.
as well there.
Look at this though. The dash for cash are now all running together. Sam Meyer with Jesse Love, Austin Hill, and Justin Allgaier. They're all together now on the circuit.
Best
Tasty.
finisher of those dash for cash drivers gets an extra cash bonus. I don't know exactly how much it is.
$100,000.
Oh, that doesn't sound too bad, you know.
Yeah, nice.
I might do an Xfinity Series race now.
I reckon I could do trucks. If Malcolm in the middle could do trucks, I think I could do trucks.
Not only just doing trucks, he's doing all right in them. To be fair, keeps the truck clean.
He's quite good. He's impressing me a lot. Keep Coon.
He's not crashing 24/7, which is what I think Riem Brothers need.
Tire was cording, and as they pulled those tires off, in fact, he was right. There was cording. You see it right there on the right front. That came off the 21 at the end of that stage. Now, it could be a product of what the balance of the car was doing. It was way too tight that run. They did make a decent size adjustment, but Austin said he didn't want it to be sideways and burn off the right rear. But whatever adjustment they made the last time, they doubled it this time. We'll keep an eye on if he's got any other front tire problems during this run.
Thank you very much, Kim. So that was the problem, Jack, then, with the 21. That's why there was an issue. Makes sense.
Not great. Hill seems to be racing fairly well now.
Yep, Hill's in 4th position, battling. And we're watching the 88 battling the 8. So Zilich versus Sam Smith, who won stage number 1. Larson won stage 2, and he's leading. 95 laps to go now, coming to 94. In a very confusing day of racing. Entertaining, but yeah, it's up and down, this. Well, that's the only one you can really call it with. It's a difficult one to get right. Tyre wear.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Such a difficult track, Homestead, for us. As you can see, Jeremy Clement there being overtaken by... Oh, Brennan Poole, my guy, jeez! Nearly forces Sawallich in the wall there, my word! That's battle for position, I imagine.
It is, yeah.
No, is it? It's not.
There's the 18 on track.
It's the 18, actually. Hold on, let me look at the scoreboard.
Well, he's in 26th position with Ryan Sieg in 25th, and Jamie Clements 27th.
Okay, yeah, so this is battle for position.
Yeah.
Goodness me, Brandon Poole got aggressive there. But Sawallich gets through in a, to be honest, his supremely faster Joe Gibbs Toyota. No offense to Alpha Prime, obviously.
They like going for the attack, they like going for the defense. It's pretty much a bit of both. There's now the 48 coming into the attack. Nick Sanchez with Sheldon Creed. Sheldon's directly behind him. So they're still going to be on the button and on the power for the attack battle for 6.
If this is how the IndyCar top 6 is, we're in for an interesting qualifying session. Currently, it is Lundgaard, Erta, O'Ward, Ossie, Ericsson, and you're not going to believe this one, Foster.
Yeah, Foster up there in 5th place.
A rookie.
Great for him. And along
Who's never driven on this track before, by the way.
No, first time. Let's take a look at Sheldon Creed.
Wow.
108 career Xfinity starts, 13 times runner-up. Most in Xfinity history without a win. Now has a chance to win. It's a big start, isn't it?
The thing is, he should have like 3 wins by now. He's been brilliant. It just sucks for him, man. Because I've been watching this guy for a few years now. Do you want to know why I became a Sheldon Creed fan as well?
Yes, please. As we're going to go for a break.
He dumped John Hunter Nemechek. That was the sole reason I started liking him. Because basically it was Portland 2023, and Nemechek spun him out on accident as he was about to win the stage. So Creed dedicated the entire rest of the race to getting back to John Hunter and then spinning him out. It was dedication that I respected because Creed doesn't normally retaliate. So I respected the dedication. I was like, okay, I can see why he's done that, you know.
Beat and eat that coming through. They really did not care, did they?
Everyone agrees John Hunter absolutely earned that.
Well, Nemechek always causes problems as well, doesn't he?
It's Nemechek things. I don't know. Have you seen the truck finish he was involved with Cole Custer?
No, I have not.
Oh, you need to see the video of Cole Custer rugby tackling him afterwards. It was so funny.
I was promised fights when I came into this broadcasting booth for NASCAR.
Great. Literally, he shoves Custer into the wall as they cross the line, I think, as he gets loose. And then Custer just runs up to him as he's about to grab the checker and just rugby tackles him. And it was the funniest thing. I was like, it's the only good thing Custer's done, to be fair, in my opinion. Because I'm not the world's biggest Custer fan. He just kind of bores me. Tyler Reddick's in the advert. Nice.
I'll tell you what, you were right with what you were saying, didn't you? It's just ticking off the laps here for the Xfinity. It's not really the most dramatic. It's calm. And
mileage.
It worries me, though, doesn't it? Because it can turn chaotic in a split second.
Pit stop is that? Someone looks slow. St. Burton getting past Daniel Dye here.
I was having a look to see if anybody was
And there's Larson going down the inside of, I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, we're in split screen. So
Sheldon Creed.
Oh, yeah, okay. So is that a lap on Sheldon? Blimey.
Is it?
Sheldon's not a lap down, so who's in a livery
it
like
must be
his?
someone else I'm thinking of.
Parker.
Someone else with a very similar looking car.
What about Patrick? Joey Gaze? No,
It would be Patrick Emmerling, to be fair. I've not seen him all race. I don't know what his car looks like.
Yeah, it's in the 07, so that looks quite similar from an angle, so he has...
It's probably... Yeah, no, it's probably Emmerling, to be honest.
Yeah, he's gone a lap down.
Also full-time in the modified series this year.
How many are making their way up and down from the 2 series?
There's 2 modified drivers currently in the race, Emmerling and Bonsignor.
There's Talladega. So annoyed I miss some Talladega racing as well. Hopefully I might be able to swing by now with this new device. It'll make things a lot easier because I do not want to miss Talladega Nights.
Ironic that it's called Talladega Nights, considering Talladega is one of the only tracks on the grid that does not have lights.
Makes it easier for us, though, because we know the race always goes, if it's rain delayed, we're coming back Monday. I would love it if Talladega got rain delayed and we had to do it on a Monday, because that means I'll be back in time to call it. I'd personally love it. I've wanted to do Talladega, but I'm always away. I was at Donington last... I was Donington for both of them, actually, I think, as well.
Nick Sanchez, your fit report disappoints me there. He listens to Calvin Harris, which is like some of the most boring music I've heard in a long time. Maybe it's just me who used to be a big EDM fan, but Calvin Harris's music can be incredibly boring. Sorry to all the Calvin Harris fans out there, but...
Is he the one who sang Marvin Gaye? I'll get it on.
I don't know, to be fair.
I don't know either. I'm not as up to date as I would like to be. 84 laps to go here at Miami. Homestead is providing the entertainment as it did yesterday. Nick Sanchez in the 48 car. 5 stage points earned as we're talking about it. Started 3rd. Stage 1 was 14th. Stage 2, 6th. Currently still running in 6th position. Olgar's moved ahead of Love in the dash for cash. And in 4th and 5th overall.
That's the car I saw. Never mind. That's who it is. It was Garrett Smithley I mistook. Or Sheldon Creed. Both absolute legends, though, so...
The 14, who is 2 laps down as things currently stand here in Xfinity, so not too off the pace and not too bad overall, actually. Do you know, I'm going to say something that I haven't said all season long. Jack, are you ready for this? I really enjoy commentating NASCAR these days. I've got my love for it back after a miserable last year. It's gone good again this year.
Yeah, I agree. It's brilliant. I've always had a love for NASCAR, though.
It's going to be a shame I'm stepping away from it for tomorrow's race and next week's.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll be back, so to the people watching, you're not going to be sick of me, so it'll be fine. No, this is going to be really interesting to watch the Martinsville racing, especially considering it's a short track. There's going to be a lot of beating and banging.
Yeah, I shouldn't have been gone for too long. However, MotoGP doesn't end until 8:45, so I might come in after that and hang around.
For a
in the pit lane.
MotoGP thing?
Kota.
Oh, okay, fair enough. That explains timings.
So I might dive in afterwards.
Marc Marquez going to win again?
Undoubtedly.
If he wins every race this year, I would not be surprised.
I don't think I think he'll struggle at one. And that one race...
Yeah, and Alex Marquez will get that one.
Yeah, and I think that'll be Silverstone, because that's more of an Alex circuit than a Mark circuit. As we take
His car is from Bristol, highlights.
This is Larson's... Kyle Busch's runs around the count the clock as well, Bristol.
That was a three-peat. He won all 3 races the weekend. I think he's the last driver to do it, to my knowledge.
Larson's trying. Won yesterday. Can he win today? And can he win tomorrow as well? If Larson does it, and I've only called one of them, I'll be very annoyed. JT had yesterday's Truck Series call alongside the drivers. I've got today's Xfinity. And tomorrow, you've got Matthew Owens and Matt White coming in as well.
Yep. And also, for anyone who loves stock car racing, just a reminder that tonight is the Arca East season opener in about 2 hours. At 5 Flag Speedway, it'll be live on Flow Racing, so go check that out.
Apparently, someone's just said that... someone said in the YouTube chat, Kevin, on the IndyCar broadcast, that F1 is not going back to Long Beach. Who is talking? That's IndyCar Radio. So IndyCar Radio are getting something wrong.
Sorry, who's saying F1's going back to Long Beach? And can they be fired?
It's someone on IndyCar Radio.
Not happening in a billion years.
No, it's not going to happen in a billion years. First of all, the start straight.
I am liking this round 2 qualifying, by the way, that IndyCar have. There's lots of guys I didn't expect to be in there, like Alex Rossi and Louis Foster. And Marcus Armstrong, too.
Yeah.
My shank cars are fast this year, man.
They really are quite quick.
It's only a matter of time before they get a win.
And
it'll be with Rosenquist, I'm calling it now.
Yeah, Rosenquist will win it with them. Quick down to Kim.
They just need a little more turn headed into the race. They've made some significant adjustments. Currently still good on pace. Brandon said his biggest weakness is if he keeps it in the throttle, it wants to push the front. So still looking for it to free up just a little bit for the last 77 laps here in this race, Dylan.
Oh,
That's a problem for the 19. This might be another yellow coming through. So...
Monsignor, that is.
It is a puncture. It's 2 punctures.
It is a puncture.
Has he brushed the wall here, do you reckon, coming out of one of the
I think that is from the earlier... wall hit, by the way.
So it's just shredded, because he has got damage on the car.
It has eventually gone down.
Yeah, because you can see the scrape marks on the side of the 19. They're going to boot him up with a new tyre, and they're going to send him out. So I reckon you're right. That's just a result of what happened before, but an unscheduled pit stop's going to drop him down. He was 28th, 2 laps down anyway, but this is going to put him down. Kim.
About this being a learning race, well, he had finally gotten on the radio and was giving a lot of good feedback about the car, said it was really stable. He felt like he was keeping the rear tires on it way better the last couple of runs. So, Dylan, maybe again a case of him getting too comfortable and finding the wall a little bit too close.
One of the other Joe Gibbs Racing teammates is Taylor Gray, who started on the pole. Been a little bit of an uphill battle for them today. Taylor has not been real happy with the balance of the race car. They've worked on it. He's been loose. He's been tight. He's been kind of everything in between. So they actually weren't thrilled with it in practice either and felt like they just laid a good lap down. And it's kind of been the story of their day as well. Taylor's just trying to manage, stay calm in the race car and salvage a good day, which he's doing right now. 10th is not bad for sure for the rookie. Behind him, Sammy Smith, another pretty good story. Remember, they won the second stage after doing some pit strategy. They flipped the stage, took tires, drove to the front of the field, won that stage, and then pitted, but they did get their track position. This is a day that crew chief Philip Bell called a learning day. Sammy's not super comfortable, he admitted, running the top side here, so they just wanted to be in a good spot most of the race and learn what they can. They've done that so far, running in the 11th spot right now. Behind him is Harrison Burton, who we've talked about throughout the afternoon as well. They're another one that's kind of battled some handling gremlins so far today. He's been a a little bit tight. He's been loose, and the most recent report just is that he's out of the racetrack. So they're trying to get him a little bit better, but he loves this racetrack, loves racing here, was really excited to be back in the Xfinity car racing here at Homestead, and also is looking forward to Darlington, another racetrack coming up in a few weeks that you really got to manhandle these race cars. And behind him, running in the 13th spot, is Daniel Dye, who's having one of his better runs of the year. Another Florida racer, so he likes coming to this racetrack as well. He's battled free conditions all day in his race car. He told us in the offseason he shifted his focus to really getting better on the racetrack, not worrying so much about the offseason distractions. He's worked with Josh Wye. He's been in the gym hard. It's all paying off right now for Daniel Dye, Kim.
And Daniel's teammate Josh Williams in the 14th position. Good to see him feeling a little bit better despite having pneumonia. Currently 120 laps in. The plan is for him to run all 200. He did say on the radio he was feeling much better, so much so they dismissed backup driver Ty Dillon. That last run during stage 2, they did have some right front tire cording. He reported it being free on entry, plowing through the center, especially when trying to run the top. They did pull a right rubber last stop. So far, though, this run, Dillon, he seems way happier with the race car.
You saw Carson Quaffle there behind him in the 1 car going to the high side of the racetrack. This has been another learning day for the rookie making his first start here at Miami. I thought Andrew Overstreet, his crew chief, had an interesting comment this morning. He said, learning is hard here because the tires wear out so fast that by the time you're ready to just kind of log laps, the good is gone from the tires, and it makes it hard to understand what you've really got. So, as we said at the top of the show, they just need a finish today. They've had some really unfortunate ending results to their races despite a really fast race car. So if they can just soldier on here and keep all 4 fenders on it and finish in the top 15, I think that's a good day for the 1 car.
And Matt DiBenedetto running in that 16th position. A solid day for them. Qualified in the top 10. And when I talked to him after qualifying, he said their fire-off speed was good. And yes, qualifying was good, but he was not happy with the long run in practice. It fell off too much, so they made some adjustments for the race, had adjusted throughout the race, currently running again in the 16th position. And this is a solid day for Matt. He typically tells us if we get a top 20 every single weekend and build up those points and ultimately try and point our way into the playoffs, that is a good year for us. So a good day running in 16th for Matt DiBenedetto in this Viking Motorsports team.
Kim, if he can hang there, it would be his 4th top 20 finish in the first 6 races. Let's go back to what happened to Justin Bonsignor when he hit the wall just a moment ago.
So earlier in the race, we saw him hit the wall on the exit of turn 2, and now into turn 1, right there, left side of frame, just oversped.
Yeah, well, it just drifted up, didn't it, Jack?
I don't know if it blew before or after he hit the wall. I reckon it was before.
Looked before to me, yeah. Alright, he just snapped on him. See, there we go, side by side then. As I've just received a very interesting email. Would you like to know? Liam Lawson's job at Red Bull is to log points, but he's struggling. And apparently, he could be replaced before the European season even starts. Which means he's got until...
By Sonoda, I imagine.
It must be by Sonoda. It must be...
To get Hadjar in.
Oh, God, imagine if they put Hadjar in over Sonoda. Then he would...
Hadjar would struggle.
Massively struggle. Sonoda is the only one
who stands a chance. It would be like watching Albon again.
I personally, in that second seat, would just leave it with Lawson for a while. Give the kid a chance.
I say keep Lawson in it until the halfway stage of the season.
And if he hasn't delivered by then, make a change, yeah. But
if he hasn't delivered by then, get Sonoda in the car.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. You've got to give them time. And look at Hadjar, struggled in Australia in qualifying and then in the race, but here today,
I mean, hey,
fantastic qualifying.
I would have given Gasly to the end of the season simply because I know Red Bull hates Fiat.
That is true, yeah.
And then what's his name? Albon's a rookie. Why put him in the car?
Well, Gasly
he did do better than Gasly, but I still didn't think he was ready.
I forgot about Gasly. Actually, he was in the Red Bull main team.
He was for like half a season. He was terrible.
Yeah. So what is it? It was Kvyat, then it was Gasly, then it was.
No,
Albon.
It was. Tell you who it was. It was from 2019. It was Kvyat, then Albon. And it was, and then somehow Gasly got a win before Albon even got a podium.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Quite funny.
Gasly won in the art.
But then it was Perez who got the seat.
Yeah.
Who did a really good job, in all honesty. I think part of this is that, and I know Lawson's struggling really badly. I think this is partly to do with him being a rookie, and partly to do with the fact that Red Bull have a terrible car.
Red Bull's car is just designed to be Max Verstappen's. So they
It's Max Verstappen's car. Lawson does not drive like Max.
No, and I think Red Bull are
No one does.
Red Bull are going to struggle with the Constructors' Championship this year, so just be warned about that.
Oh, they won't get it.
No,
It'll be between McLaren. It'll be between McLaren and Ferrari.
Touch from Mercedes.
McLaren clearly had the best car right now.
I wish they just had the best driver. Piastri's got it, but Lando struggled today. Back to the action then, here with Xfinity Series. Kyle Larson controlling the field as a veteran Cup driver can do compared to everybody else.
I've got the ARCA. I'm just getting the ARCA East qualifying results up. I'm told Max Reeves will be on pole for the ARCA East race. I'm just trying to figure out who's on the front row with him. On the front row with him is, I think, Connor Mosack.
Good call.
Yes, he was in the truck race last night. Max Reeves, for those that don't know, I'm going to educate you all. Joe Gibbs' development driver. He's also 15 years old.
Brushing the
Was
wall.
that Allgaier in the wall?
That was Allgaier, yeah. Brushing the wall, entry to 3 as well. So
I think he just pitted too.
The 7 car struggling. He's in 4th place as things stand. Last lap was a 37.273 as well. So yeah, there's a few issues trickling down. There's 62 to go in the race.
Yeah. I'll just go over Max Reeves. Very, very good late model racer, 15 years old. Joe Gibbs' development driver will be running 10 ARCA races this season.
Oh, 10. Wow.
And 10 in combined between East and the main series, primarily on only on certain short tracks.
Larson doing.
But the Joe Gibbs Xfinity program is shared between Gio Ruggiero, William Sawalich, Brent Cruz, and Max Reeves. Primarily, I think Max and Brent getting it because they're the younger ones. Brent obviously 16 years old. Max is like 15. And it makes me feel old looking at these guys in stock cars.
Imagine it for me.
Only 20.
I'm ancient at this point. Birthday is in less than a month. So time ahead of Larson, 4 seconds. Larson has got 5.2 seconds to Sam Mayer. This is just why Larson is here. He's a Cup driver in Xfinity. It's like putting Lewis Hamilton out there with the F2s. You know who's going to
I would watch that, to be fair.
Oh, I would too, but you know who's going to
I would watch that.
Well, to be fair, we've got
What
it
I
now.
like about it works better in NASCAR, I feel, though. Because it's helping, because Lane Riggs said after he was racing Larson, he simply said, I love racing that guy. It makes me feel like I'm racing on Sundays.
Down to pit road.
They love rating the guys.
Just struggling along here, getting to the end of their window, to the start of the window. So 4 tires and fuel for Smith. He's been fairly happy with his race car here over the course of the late run.
Couple of things to point.
Sammy Smith, but yeah, I can see why, but it's going to be quite a difficult run around, isn't it? I know I'd feel like I'd struggle. As Larson gets near to the wall. Very close up high. Toyota Gazoo Racing Squad, all looking very strong. Reminder that tomorrow for, hang on, the 54's coming in with a puncture. And Crabbing Jack. So
That
Taylor
is
Gray.
Taylor Gray.
From highs to lows today, isn't it? Also coming down pit lane is Carlson in the number 1 car. Okay, let's go down pit road.
He was just tight sliding up to the wall and then got free off the last 10 laps. They'll take 4 tires, make an adjustment on his car. Taylor Gray has still been struggling with rear grip. Feels like the car is out of the racetrack. They'll make a track bar adjustment. You see that there, the wrench in the back window. 4 tires and fuel for the 54.
typically when the cycle begins, you really force the hand of the race leader because of all the time you can make
Not today.
on those tires.
Right.
But for Larson, your advantage is over 6 seconds. So a couple of things. One, you can stay out longer in case the caution would fall. You got a little bit better tires at the end of the run if it stays green. And the other thought is here, margin for error when you come to pit road, because you have such an advantage. You can make sure and really be careful.
Well, and Adam, you referenced 6.5 seconds on Sam Mayer, but it's 12 seconds on Austin Hill. So really, it's just one guy right there that he's racing. I mean, it's almost a half a lap that he has on the third place car.
Here's Brandon Jones, Kim.
Yeah, in that bright yellow Menards Toyota. Brandon, again, biggest weakness if he's in the throttle, it's pushing the front. So a tight condition, you'll see the chassis adjustment quickly there. 4 fresh tires, Goodyear full. Sam McCauley, the crew chief, has been so complimentary of this crew and how well they have gotten Brandon in and out as they complete their stop here under green.
It's crazy, and this number's a little fictitious because drivers are making stops, but we're only showing like 12 guys on the lead lap. Sheldon Creed is in, Kim.
And Sheldon is reporting tight on exit. He just needs it to turn way better. You see the chassis adjustment there. That crew member having to get out of the way of that other car. This team has had a couple of slow stops today, so they're looking to pick up the pace here under green. Dylan.
Jesse Love in the 2-car pits. He was struggling in 3 and 4 to roll speed up against the wall. They were coaching him the last few laps to try and do that. Then he was just too tight in the center. They went 2 rounds up on the track bar. Saw that just a minute ago. 4 tires and fuel, Kim.
As you see on the left side of the screen, that lime green and white 41 car, Sam Mayer just way too loose. He doesn't have anything for the 17. That's Kyle Larson. So they make a slight adjustment as they put up sticker tires and take Goodyear fuel. And the 21 of Austin Hill there on the right side, he said it fires up way too tight and it takes too long to come in. He said the adjustments are only touching the car at the end of the run, not the beginning, and gets a little free on throttle late in the run. Dylan.
We saw the 41 as Sam Mayer pit. Larson wanted to cover, go a lap longer than the 41, who he's been racing here the last probably 50 laps or so. So you see him on pit road right now. I've not heard him say anything on the radio the last few laps as Ryan Ellis pulls out in front of him there. Larson will hit his marks. Race car has been so good. Larson was just cruising there and putting it all on display just how good he is at this racetrack. They'll go around and change 4 tires, add fuel to the 17. Justin Allgaier in as well, said they were neutral to free, and then entry they were tight. So he kind of had all the spectrum covered there for Allgaier. They'll change tires and add fuel as well.
Zilich and Sanchez, the 2 drivers that are yet to make a stop in this green flag cycle. Once they do, it will circle back to Kyle Larson in the race lead. And everybody's going to play a little bit of a different game here, but you can't stay out too long or you're going to end up in a real bad spot. And as I say that, here comes the 48 of Sanchez to make his scheduled green flag pit stop. It comes at lap 147, Dylan.
And the Miami native has been inside the top 10 for most of the day here. It's a good run going for Sanchez. They're going to free up his exit just because they felt like the track was going to trend in the opposite direction. So there's the adjustment there with the chassis adjustment on the right side, 4 tires and fuel for Nick Sanchez.
Zilich has him now staying on the racetrack, but the 88 giving up the top spot, and the rookie will come down, get his service at lap 148, and that will put Kyle Larson back in the race lead. Let's follow the 88 into his stall, Dylan.
Yeah, so Zilich runs long here, and he will be one of the last of the leaders to make his stop. His only report was just that he needed more security, so they're going to make an adjustment to get him a little bit snugged up there. He's got to wait for Myatt Snyder to get by. Now he'll make the hard left-hand turn into his pit box. A little bit awkward angle. Go with the tear-off there on the front for Zilich. 4 tires and fuel for the 88 and a chassis adjustment.
When this cycle of pit stops began, the advantage for Kyle Larson actually grew to 7.5 seconds over second place Sam Mayer. He was more than 13 seconds in front of Austin Hill. We were kind of having that discussion as these guys were making their pit stops. So
yeah, and we've got 50 laps to go here, Jack. Yeah, we may as well let them talk through the pit stops because they're constantly going up and down with the CW in Charlotte, and Kim and Dylan at Miami trackside. They provide more information, so it's easy for them to keep on. But Jack, interesting stats here so far, and the 88 was just clipped the tyre to pit lane. That'll be a pass through for Zilich.
Oh, little clip on the tyre there. As long as it didn't go out the pit box, I don't see a problem personally.
So it's not like contact
from
with the
a
car?
penalty point of view.
We'll see if that stays. I would have put it personally as contact with equipment. So I haven't seen anything for pass through. And no Bob Potcrass here this weekend. Also, he's over in.
He's over in
Thermal.
IndyCar.
Yeah, which kind of makes sense, but IndyCar on the international
Lingard
broadcast. not very
and
well.
O'Ward both into the Fast Six.
Yeah, who is?
And Rossi.
Yeah, Palou, Award, Lungard, Ericsson, Rossi, Herter are your Fast Six over there for the IndyCar Thermal Cup qualifying, which is literally a Grand Prix. It's the Thermal Grand Prix.
I don't say well. It's good to see the Andretti's doing well at the moment after the season they had last year outside of Herta.
Yeah, they've actually got a good little run around, haven't they, at the moment?
They're doing quite well at the moment. It's good to see, especially Kyle Kirkwood. He's a proper talent. Colton Herta, there are rumours that he might be going to F1.
Herta in F1, I don't see it. I can't see it, really. It's a tiny bit impossible in my book. Because
I will also add, speaking of rumours, by the way,
I'd much rather
I've
put
heard
Palou in.
Homestead season finale 2026.
Really?
I've heard this.
Ooh, instead of Phoenix, do you know that might work?
Good.
Actually, I quite like that.
Get rid of Phoenix. Burn the track to the no, don't burn the track to the ground. I enjoyed the racing here there last time out, though. To be fair, but man, that track should not be a season finale.
I know exactly what should be the season finale, but nobody would say because it's too much.
I'm saying Talladega or Daytona.
Daytona should be.
Oh.
All right, how about this? Daytona should be the regular season finale as it is, and then Talladega should be the season finale. End on a high.
Talladega's even worse.
Yeah, but ending on a high.
What we're gonna have? Like what? BJ McLeod winning the championship.
Well, you've got to think about the playoff.
I would
system.
actually have that, to be fair.
You've still got to think about the playoff system. That would still be there. So it's still only the 4 who would be there that could win it.
Be more skill based. I think Homestead's perfect for a season finale. Why is Silich back down pit road?
This is a pass through. It is. It's a pass through. It's a pass through penalty because he collected his equipment. I knew he would get one. Let's just double check as we go back to CW to hear
Did it go outside the box?
I think it
thought
did.
It had to go outside the box. Or was I wrong?
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Progressive.
Let's listen.
Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. And by Toyota. Let's go places.
So was it in or was it out?
50 laps remaining in this 200-lap affair for the NASCAR Xfinity Series at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Going to break. We saw the 88 of Connor Zilic making his green flag pit stop. He clipped that tire, and I was curious, if the tire gets out of the stall, could there be a penalty? NASCAR said, no, there was not a penalty for that. However, they were penalized for having someone over the wall too soon. So the have to pay a debt to NASCAR in the final stage of the race.
It almost looks like it was just that other car was pulling out. Those guys jumped too soon, Parker. Not just like just the timing of the 91 of Myers his box and the 88 trying to get in. From these
Well, to be fair, I wouldn't have given him a penalty because I think, judging by that, the 88 was already in the pit box, wasn't he? He was turning into the pit box, so he only had to stop because of that car coming out. So the crew were jumped over when he turned in.
Black and white rule, though, unfortunately. It's a black and white rule.
I'd argue force majeure, but it is black and white, annoyingly. I'd argue that was fine.
Myatt Snyder, he's been on camera a lot this race, surprisingly.
Is he?
He's been on camera a decent amount. It's nice to see him in the car. He'll be back next week for Martinsville, too. The track where last time he raced there, he got a top 10.
He did, yeah. Well about that.
In a DGM car, of all things.
It's always action zone, isn't it? They know what to do. They know how to have a party and have an attack. So, the battling continues on in a bizarre weekend running. Trucks yesterday was exciting. Now we're going to see what today brings with the final 43 laps here at Homestead, Miami. 42 now across the line. And Kyle Larson's leading by country mile. Has Matthew Owens stitched me up here? Oh yeah, you cover this one, it'll be fine. Having to find stories. Let's take a look at the 21 of Austin Hill in third. It's going to be Sam Meyer, though, who's going to get the dash for cash. Extra 10 grand. 100 grand, sorry, I should say. Dollars, it is. $100,000 extra. Whew. Just an old guy. First 16 starts so far, going well. And is improving nicely. 40 to go then here in Miami. Larson leads. Maya Hill, Olga Love, top 5. As we take a look at Jesse Love. Started 20th. Did lead the race for a time. Currently in 5th position, Jack. And if there's a late caution, he could be right in it.
Absolutely. So could Sam Mayer and many others, to be honest. This has so far been a really... This late stage of the race has just been it's been the Kyle Larson show, to be honest. Yeah. He's dominating. Could he sweep the weekend? He has, I think, won at Homestead in the past. I think so.
I tell you
Could
what.
be wrong. I think he has.
Domination, I think, is coming. Absolute domination. There's just that style to come through. Now, what are we looking at here? Okay, that man over the wall, the 88,
He's over. Okay, you know, we can't even argue force majeure. He is way over the wall.
That was a good angle there for the CW to bring us that.
You know what? Thank you. I think, to be fair, that proves, if anything, I don't think the 91's at fault there at all. I think he's just over well too early.
Yeah, he is way... It was so early that... I can't even think of a comeback, but no, that was way too soon. That was embarrassing.
He was so early that I can't think of one. He was so early that the race had only just started by the time he was off the wall.
Oh, what can we do?
It was so early he thought Brandon Poole had a NASCAR Xfinity Series win. NASCAR Xfinity fans of a long time will get that reference.
He was so early, but that's what his wife says.
Okay.
It's the only one I can come up with. So appalling as it is, you'll have to do. Which is what he says to his wife.
Explanation on the Brandon Poole joke, since you probably don't know it. Brandon Poole nearly won a Talladega race. He crossed the line in first, but they threw the caution like about 5 seconds before he crossed the line, and it was given to Elliott Sadler.
When was that? I remember this.
2011, I want to say it was. Something like 2011. I still think that was an absolute robbery there. And he still hasn't won since. I hate it for him. Like when Brett Holmes probably should have won that truck race. But nope, NASCAR says, nope, caution right before the line. Matty D, you can have it. Not that I minded Matty D getting it, to be fair.
First battle we've had in a while with Sammy Smith, Taylor Gray, and Cat Plilzo coming through, and Gray's moved up into 9th place. Sammy Smith's actually dropped down behind those two into 11th, so he's outside the top 10.
Yep. He's now lapped, unfortunately.
Yeah, not a great day for him after such a promising start.
We're getting second in the stage. That's great points for him.
Actually, this for Sammy Smith, this is for position.
Is it?
I'm just having a look at Harrison Burton. Yeah, it's all for position. Yeah.
Not for Kyle Sieg, but
apart from
the rest of them, yes.
Ryan Sieg is
Harrison Burton. I make a move here on Sammy Smith.
That outside line providing a bit more critical. Yes. Nicely done, boys.
Nicely done there, Harrison. Who won at Daytona in the Cup Series last year.
It's a quite relaxed race, this, isn't it?
Good mileage. Perfect race.
Yeah. Just sweet for...
I feel a little bit... Still can't believe Harrison Burton won that Daytona race. And the commentary from Lee Diffie, all-time great commentary line.
I can't... Yeah, it was, actually. In his debut.
All-time great.
Let's not forget that was his debut commentary for NASCAR as well.
Yeah, Jeff, your little boy has done it. What a line.
Immortal on debut. That's Lee Diffie. I can't remember what my call was now. We cover so many races, they all fly into
I
one.
can't remember either. It was just mind-blowing to me that Harrison Burton was able to get that. And then Josh Berry's making Harrison Burton absolutely terrible.
Victory last time out for as well.
I loved that, seeing that.
Oldest race, first time winner, wasn't it? In decades.
No, it's probably not for a long time. Yeah,
over a
oldest first
decade,
winner,
yeah.
a very long time.
I can't remember the last. I know Matthew Owens will probably know it on a quite quick click. As Larson leading with my Hill. Oh, God, I love. It's the same top 5 we've had for a while. We just have to repeat it. Carl Larson, though, attempted to become the second driver to sweep all 3 series in a weekend. The only driver to do it was Kyle Busch. Did it twice in Bristol, 2010 and 2017. So can Larson do it here? I so hope I get to come into the commentary box tomorrow to call at least some of it with the pit box. I hope that is.
Same.
I hope that's a possibility.
Who's our lead commentator for tomorrow?
Matthew.
Oh, nice.
Kim Kuhn, not you.
Contributing to some tire problems at the end of stage 2. Remember, he had right front cording. Well, the tire you're seeing now, that's the tire that was just pulled off on the stop under green at lap 145. That cording you're seeing again, this time the cording, though, was around the entire circumference of that right front tire instead of limited to a certain portion of it. And with this stage final run up to 7 laps longer than the last run, Parker, would you be concerned if you're Austin Hill in that car with multiple tire issues?
It's a good question, Kim. I mean, when I see those sorts of tire issues, the first one after stage 2 was decent. That's maybe a tick worse, but it's not horrible. Remember, we went basically a full fuel run, which he'll do now. He has that information inside the car. He knows how it's handling. He can, as we said before, he can help that a little bit, a tiny amount. It is slightly concerning because you start to feel that and you hear it, as he mentioned earlier on the race. But I feel like at the amount of laps they ran and knowing that this is a similar run right now, with the gap he has behind him, it's not a terrible place to be, you know, as long as they, as he knows it and continue to take care of it.
I wouldn't be worried. I would just hope that someone else has the problem before I do, because as you look at the running order and how far that Austin Hill is behind, not just Larson, but Mayer, who's racing for that $100,000 dash for cash, he needs a caution. So he needs someone to have an issue to bring that caution out. And based on what we've seen earlier in the race, Adam, I think we could get a caution before this is over.
I think we could, and among those drivers that wouldn't mind seeing it maybe to put themselves in a better spot, even though he's a lap down, is Harrison Burton. But I've got to say, and I go back to some of the comments Dylan had about Sammy Smith and their points day. If you rewind to COTA, Harrison Burton wasn't having a good afternoon, but they manipulate the strategy to get a stage win. Danny Upland, the crew chief, a rookie in that regard, has really done a nice job of putting this team together and calling great strategies to maximize their day. And when it wasn't strategy that got him the points, it's just been a fast race car. I know they had high expectations today because Harrison has won here. And quite honestly, this team ran really well a couple of years ago with Brett Moffitt behind the wheel. But they're going to take top 15 finishes. Top 10s this year, that's more than this team had combined in all of 2024. So the 25 continues to stroke that ball right down the middle and give themselves an opportunity to make the playoffs.
And that's exactly what they need to do, Jack. Just keep on thinking about the playoffs, because the first half of this season, as we know, is pretty much not really necessary.
I'm just watching IndyCar qualifying. Come on. Oh. It's looking like a McLaren front row lockout right now.
Oh, Ward and Lundgaard have it at the moment.
Yeah. Pallot's still on the track though, so I'm nervous. Pallot, we know how quick he is. Pallot, I'm going to be honest, I think Pallot could be a 7-time.
7-time champion?
Yeah, I think he could be. I think he's genuinely that good.
Impressive.
He's got talent that I haven't seen in a long time.
It's done. It's a McLaren front row.
Let's go!
There's the IndyCar for you as we keep an eye on this one. Larson still leads now 8 seconds to Sam Mayer. And he's
We are so back, everyone. We are so back.
Larson's now lapped the 18 as well. Who hasn't he lapped in this race? So that is now William Salwich 3 laps down on the field. Only the top 8 are on the lead lap, and that's just because Nick Sanchez is going to be lapped. So would be Brandon Jones. We might only have the top 6 on the lead lap here at this rate. That's madness to think.
Mental. So it just shows how fast Kyle Larson is.
He's fast and he means it. I suppose that's the good thing about this championship battle.
Brian Steeg.
Yeah, go on.
Brian Steeg, who's probably trying to unlap himself. Is this, or is this for position? Oh, he's unlapping himself. Okay, so that's Love and Creed here battling for position. Look how close Creed is to the wall. That's outrageous. He's going to make the move work as well. That's incredible.
Fantastic
Sheldon
maneuver.
Creed. Oh no, here's Jesse Love fighting back. Saying, nope, I can do better than you in your old ride. Sheldon Creed says, well, I've got a new car then. Oh, Creed nearly lost it there. My word. Like watching dirt racers.
It's a really strong performance down here tonight. They are literally flying it all the way around. He's going again, and we've got side-by-side action. This time the 14 get out of the way. Jesse Love's down low. Up high comes Sheldon Creed. Trying to have a go.
Sheldon Creed.
What a...
makes the move.
That's a performance and a half there, Jack, isn't it? That was spectacular.
What a move by Sheldon Creed. Of all people.
Yeah.
Is this the save? Yeah, look at this.
He brushed the wall massively coming out of
yeah, he does brush the wall a little bit.
Oh, and he got loose
He
as
nearly
well.
lost it. Brilliant save.
Better stuff, better action. With 21 to go here. Yeah, I think we might actually get some sleep tonight. Before we're rudely awoken at 2 o'clock.
I've got an archery race to watch, so nope.
Just a reminder for those of you, F1 Academy Race 2 is at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yay! And the Formula 1 race starts at
Who's commentating
7
that?
a.m.
Is it Jess?
Jess, it'll be Jess alongside Tom and hopefully also Sanson if he's around.
Nice. We locked up into pit road there, Sammy Smith.
Down pit road, are we going to go down? Yes, we are.
Got a right front going down, so trying to look at it here. Looks like the lettering's rubbed off, like he maybe got into the wall, and maybe that's what put the tire down. So he's going to come in here, and they'll change at least right sides and try and get him back out on the racetrack. Tough end to what was a pretty solid day all around for the 8 car.
He was running 13th and trying to get his 5th consecutive top 15 finish was the 8 of Sammy Smith.
Looks like he's going to enter right up against the wall. Is he going to... It's going out of frame right there. Yeah, I don't know if that's exactly what we saw. I think there was a little harder contact to bring him to the pits.
That wasn't quite probably it right there. So maybe it was later on that he got to the wall harder.
You know, I feel bad for Brandon Poole right now.
Right.
Brandon Poole had a top 15 run going and apparently got a flat tyre. He had to pit. Top 15 would be incredible for that Alpha Prime team.
Struggles become struggles become struggles again and again and again as Larson now 12 seconds to Sam. Half a lap ahead.
That's Brennan Poole in the red.
Yeah, just getting lapped out of it. Larson's making this one look easy out here.
Larson is probably... you could make an argument he's the best NASCAR driver right now, to be honest with you. You can make a really good argument he's the best NASCAR driver in the field right now.
I would agree
of
with
any
you.
series.
He's pushing like crazy. If he could do the double, there'll be no... If he could do the triple, there'll be no doubt in anybody's mind that he's up there with a good run. He's lapping the field like nobody's business. It's like watching Formula 1 with a Formula 2 car.
It's like watching Max Verstappen in 2023.
If anybody's ever played R Factor and had a Formula 1 car and then everybody else was driving a Formula 2 car and you blitz the field, now you know what it's like watching this race right now. Hope you're all enjoying it.
It's like playing NASCAR Heat 5 or something on easy mode.
Better example, yeah. If you like pina
I think
colada...
that's Chris Wright, which is not surprising to absolutely anyone.
15 laps to go here at Homestead, Miami. It is a cruise around. It's an interesting day. Just double checking on the IndyCar radio broadcast, as that'll stop soon. Annoyingly, I reckon it's going to stop the same time that this race finishes. Go on.
I am happy about that front row in IndyCar.
Me too. Good front row.
Very good front row. Just kind of gutted it wasn't Lundgaard that got the pole.
We're out thermal. Anything can happen at thermal. It's too long of a track. I'm excited to actually see what a race actually happens, because last year...
Yeah, same.
Last year, it provided interest, but it just didn't work because there were so many rules.
It wasn't a race.
No.
Boring. No, it was literally like I fell asleep probably during the race, I think.
Oh, we did too.
Terrible.
It was saved for us because we had Jackson Lambrose trackside.
Oh, there's Larson yesterday.
A spin and win.
In and win.
I don't know how on earth he did that.
Came from 22nd to first place.
Unbeatable.
Albeit with a bit of help from Heim's truck failing.
Yeah, that's true.
He was the dominant truck that day. I think that was a statement from Heim there.
It's up and down at the moment. This race. And they're ending their coverage on thingy as well. So, I need to hand over to the CW for a few moments so I can finish this.
If you're Larson or anybody else, you just got to put yourself in that position. That if someone else has a misfortune, you're in the right place.
So this battle right here between Brandon Jones and Nick Sanchez, this is slightly important. It's for 7th, but one lap down. If whoever's the leader of this for at least the next couple laps would potentially be in the free pass position, which is wild to say, from 7th place. So there's a lot at stake here if we were to get a caution between Nick Sanchez and Brandon Jones. If you're in Nick Sanchez's position, you want to get ahead of Brandon Jones as hard as you can. You're going to drive as hard as you can to try and get that position as if it's for the win, because if that caution comes out, it's a new lease on life.
Well, and these guys, if the caution does come out, a lot of guys will do the wave around. We only have, 10, 12 laps to go, so a lot of guys are going to do that wave around. So if you can stay on the lead lap and you put the fresh tires on, you're kind of guaranteeing yourself a top 7 finishing position right now.
And if you're watching at home and you're saying, wait, there's only 10 laps left.
It's a long time here.
Absolutely. They're going to come down pit road. If you have tires, you come and get them here, no matter how many laps are remaining. Sam Mayer, he's starting to smell that cash. 7-second advantage over third place Austin Hill, and in position to win the Dash for Cash for the 3rd time in his career.
Parker, if you put yourself in Sam Mayer's position, you want to win the race, but you've got a pretty good cushion on 3rd place, and it's $100,000. You're going to say, do you want the caution or not? Because I'm thinking I don't know if I can beat Larson.
What do you think? Do you want the caution or do you want to stay out how it is, Jack?
How it is.
What, return to go?
Get good point. Get good points. Because I'd rather 2nd place points over no points.
I'm with you on that. Right, we're going to switch over now and move it around. Kim.
Teams. And for HFT, as you mentioned, restarting from being rebranded to Haas Factory Team from Stewart Haas Racing, wanting to start with a clean slate. That's just another notch for them to go out and get the first Dash for Cash of the season.
And Adam,
Okay, so we are gearing up then. We're going to transfer into the booth, and for the first time properly. Hi, Jack. You all right?
Oh, goodness me, mate. I've just been deafened.
Sorry, you're all right. Hello.
The mic is filling my ears right now.
You might want to turn me down.
I will. Have you changed mics, or?
No, I've moved from the phone to the MacBook.
That's why the mic sucks. Okay.
Sucks? The mic sucks?
It's terrible.
Oh.
It can make you out, but goodness me, it's a lot more... What's the word for it?
Is it really?
Yeah, it feels to me like... I don't know if the people in the thing can hear it, but to me it feels a lot more loud.
How's that?
And,
is that better?
Harder to understand.
Is that better?
It can make you out a bit better. Caution!
Caution's out! Spinner!
Taylor Gray!
The 54 out on the main straight. We will have to go to overtime. And he can't drive back onto the track there. He has to reverse jack, otherwise it would cause a problem. But caution's out.
He's battling with Harrison Burton, by the way, I think, Taylor Gray. And he's got a flat tyre right there.
Well, that's just great. That's made things a bit harder to go through, hasn't it? Well, where do we go from here then? That's a bit of a strange one.
Almost NASCAR captain just put onto Kyle Larson, just lapped Kyle Larson.
Right, give me 30 seconds and I'll see if I can sort this mic out. So we'll just refresh and head down to the order of things out there on the circuit. What a bizarre race this is turning out to be. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. So 7 laps to go. We will then head back into the caution period. Hello, Jack. Is that better?
Quieter, yeah. It's easier to understand.
Lovely.
A lot quieter.
So what do you reckon? Are we going to go to overtime at this point?
I would say no. I think we'll just go green with 2 to go. Not overtime.
Let's
What
have a look.
happened, Stirs?
How did he do it? Blue flag went out. Oh, he just lost it over the last corner and did well not to collect anybody.
Well done on the avoidance there from Harrison Burton. Really good avoidance from him. That wipes out a 14-second lead that Larson had.
So, that is disastrous. But I think he can do it. But we said, watch out for Justin Allgaier, Sheldon Creed. Tires coming in, it's a damp pit road.
Final stage with a miscue could put themselves in the top 10 again. And Taylor Gray, you know, kind of like last week, they were in a really good position at Las Vegas, but they had the equipment issue on their final green flag stop, then they had a loose wheel, and it took away what could have been a great afternoon, and they just didn't get the payoff with speed. Earlier today, he got his first career pole in the Xfinity Series. What about the 7, Dylan?
Well, they're another one that's rebounded from a pit penalty in stage 1. I love Jim Pullman's pep talk here just a moment ago.
We got you a whole different ball game right here, brother. It's qualifying mode. We went from discipline to motivation. Copy. I like that.
Discipline to motivation. Get it on pit road and then go get it on a restart.
And with just a couple laps to go, these teams will pump those tires up. They can add a bunch of pressure and make them fast right off the start there. You don't need to wait for those air pressures to come up. So this should be some fast laps. So you see Larson gets to pit here, and it'll be a long time before we see Sam Mayer behind.
Yeah, we said that's going to take the pressure off the 17, but they'll have to adjust on the 17 too, because you mentioned the short run hasn't been his strongest suit. So he and the 41 will adjust those cars. Go ahead, Kim.
Top of your screen, Austin Hill. He said, we freed it up, but it probably needs more. Still a little bit tight. Chad Haney, the crew chief, said, don't over-push anything on this stop. Told the crew, we don't need a penalty. Middle box, Sam Mayer. Fire-off has been good for them. Pretty equal, actually, the team has said, to the 17 on fire-off balance. Good, so 4 fresh tires and a splash of fuel for Sam Mayer, Dylan.
For Kyle Larson, bottom of the screen, just an air pressure adjustment. He said, I can be freer for this short run. The 41 is going to be really good. So Larson knows he's going to have to protect the backside here because Sam Mayer is going to be knocking on the door.
The race off Progressive Pit Road, and I say race in quotes because there was no race. Easy Larson with that advantage he had. Mayer comes off second. Everybody holding serve here because they were so far apart when they entered. It's Hill, Allgaier, Creed, the top 5. Love does get the free pass. He scored in 6th. He'll be able to pit 2.
But that's only the top 5.
We'll figure out what everyone else does and what it will look like with inside of 5 to go for this restart. And hey, this is fun. Round 2 of the Dash for Cash is next Saturday evening. First official short track race of the year. We're in Martinsville, Virginia, the paperclip. Eric Almirola going to be back in the team looking to make it 3 in a row at that short track in Martinsville. NASCAR Countdown Live comes your way 4:30 Eastern Time on CW Dash for Cash. And going to be so much on the line, and it is just a fun little racetrack.
It really is, Jack. And now, hello, by the way, you can see me for the first time. By the way, now the new map book, you'll be able to see me all the time. So hello. What are you thinking then? Is this going to breed yellows, or are we going to be able to keep this to the end of the race going strong?
The race, personally. But I will say, everyone else wanted to see this, but I'm going to be honest, that 17 has looked really fast. I don't think anyone's catching him. Unless he wrecks out, and then again, Kyle Larson's race style, I've always said, is checkers or wreckers.
Checkers or wreckers seems to be his forte here at the moment. It's sort of, it is, as we say, a bin or win. Let's see what we're going to have as a companion down the pit lane, Jesse Love.
Yeah, and this was a welcome yellow for Jesse Love. Not only did it get him back on the lead lap here so he can go for the win, he really was struggling with the race car. We heard the radio, just wasn't exactly happy on the bottom, was a little hesitant to get off the bottom. I think they're going to get him dialed in here and at least be a little better, and he'll have a shot here with 3 laps to go.
You know, you look at Jesse Love coming off the pit lane. I think about where Austin Hill is. And here's another thought process as we talk storylines late in this race. A win today for RCR would be the 100th in the history of that organization.
Yeah, and we're talking about Larson, you know, winning the truck race last night, trying to win Xfinity and Cup over the next 2 days. He also won a sprint car race, a high-limit sprint car race.
By the way.
On Wednesday night, by the way, yeah. So he mentioned that. He's like, it'd be pretty cool to win in 4 different cars over, 4 different races in 1 week.
How about this? The driver leading the most laps has won only 2 of the last 6 races here in Miami. Larson trying to finish it off today, Dylan.
Well, they have been so good on the long run. We just saw that there. You got a short run here, so what's your driver got? Does he got a good restart in him here?
Yeah, I hope so. You know, we pumped up the pressures a little bit. The 41s had us on the short run, had matched our speed on the short run all day, so I think we got what we need to hold him off here. HendrickCars.com Chevrolet's been great all day on the long run, so yeah, I think we got it.
You've worked with him for a few years now. How impressed were you, though, with that 15-second lead that he built up there? That was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's super impressive. That's Kyle Larson at Homestead. We kind of knew that coming in, that it could be like that, so it's cool to sit here and watch that happen.
We'll see how this shakes out. As Adam said, the 41 car has been the car that has challenged them the most today, so they're ready to go battle them out here.
I've never really wanted to be a crew chief, but I'd like to be a crew chief for Kyle Larson at Homestead.
Me too. And Kyle Busch at Bristol.
Yeah, right. Take either one of them.
So we're pretty sure Larson's going to take the bottom. The leader's taking the bottom every time in both the truck race last night and the Xfinity race today. But when you're the leader and you take the bottom, you're going to have to defend the inside going into turn 1. Knowing this is a green-white checker, there's no one's going to hold anything back. I think Mayer takes the outside. It's just going to be how that launch goes and who gets the help and who doesn't. And to try to explain to everybody at home, this is like ice. Like, even though you're on new tires, but once they start spinning on this restart, you can't do anything about it until you get to the corner. It's just so hard once they start spinning, and then the guy behind you wants to help you. You're like, no, I don't need help right now.
Making it worse.
Let me get it straightened out.
We're coming to the decision point here. We'll see what he does.
Oh,
there he goes.
Takes the inside.
I thought so.
Yeah, good
Did
call.
his homework.
What do you reckon, Jack? Inside line for Larson, Austin Hill high line, Meyer low, Algar high, Sam Smith low, Creed high, Zilich low, Love high, Williams low, Erling in high. What do you make of that?
Austin's going to win. That's all I'm going to make of it. That car is very quick. Hill, however, was last year's Homestead winner. Larson has looked so fast today. I know people are going to be annoyed with me just blazing so much right now, but he has looked so quick. It is unbelievable.
It's a push for the last one. Officially, they're saying it's overtime, but this is still the schedule. It will be 2 to go in this one. So the battles...
We're going 1 extra lap, I think.
Are we? 99? Yeah, we are. So we are technically overtime with an extra lap.
I said Sam Mayer could well win this race and get my pick a win, correct?
Well, Sam Mayer is still P2. He's going for that dash for cash. He'll have the extra 100,000 to come into it. Here we go then. So we start lap 199.
We are so ready.
It still actually will be the last lap, so we are going one more. Overtime here, ready and steady. Green flag, we're underway once again into the restart zone, and Larson doesn't get going. Larson didn't get going. Great restart from Austin Hill. Larson's dropped down into about 4th position. And look at that. Allgaier takes second. He's got the high line coming in through 1 and 2. He swings down low. Hill goes high. Allgaier goes low. Allgaier gets the lead. Larson's dragging in though. He's going toe-to-toe with Sam Mayer. And Austin Hill outside high, battling. Allgaier low. Sam Mayer in 3rd. Larson 4th.
Imagine if Larson comes back from this.
How did he fluff the restart? I don't even know.
I don't know. He must have missed a shift.
White flag in the air.
White flag.
This is going to be very close. Who's going to get the race victory? Austin Hill has it, but now it's going to be Allgaier. They run up high. Larson's coming down low.
I think Allgaier's got this. I don't see how Hill catches him now.
Allgaier is...
And here's Sam Mayer to the inside of Hill.
Extra...
He gets 2nd place.
Extra $100,000 coming his way out of the last corner. Justin Allgaier will win here in Miami. 2nd for Sam Mayer. Austin Hill 3rd, and Kyle Larson blows it and finishes in 4th place. But it's 7th. A race win. The red dash for the cash. And an extra 100 grand in the bank. Justin Allgaier wins at Miami. Oh, and a caution in the end.
That's Jeb Burton into the wall. But that was the bottle of oils for Kyle Larson.
How did he do it? How the hell did he throw that one away?
He must have missed the shift.
Cautions come out.
Yeah, probably for Burton.
So they'll backtrack. It is Allgaier, Sam Mayer as well. Wow. Larson was leading by 15 seconds, misses a shift, and loses out.
I'm assuming that's what happened.
Well, he just didn't get going at the restart zone, did he? He looked like he initially went, and then he just didn't. He just dragged down.
And Allgaier was able to beat out Hill. Here we go. Gonna get some donuts, mate.
Burnout over the strip.
There's absolutely no smoke there. I'm sorry, mate.
Now he's blowing up the front tyre. He's put his foot on the brake. Is he doing an extra lap? What's he doing? He's on the international road course now.
What happened to Burton? Will this show it?
High at the wall.
Oh, he is. Is that him?
White and blue in the middle of the screen. There, gets a tag.
Oh, he got hooked. Who's that got him? I want to say that might have been... I have no idea, I'm going to be honest with you.
Burton had 2 separate hits there as well. It was not a nice run into it. Right, let's head over to the CW then for post-race interviews.
7th career victory. He jumps now to 9th on the all-time wins list, matching Jeff Burton in that category.
Yeah, and Adam, you mentioned it. I mean, Justin should have won Phoenix, dominated that whole race, was not, had a late race restart. Very similar to the guy you see on the right that dominated this race. The late race restart, though, cost him the win. You can see the frustration in Larson. And the excitement over there on the left to Justin Allgaier.
Allgaier wins. Mayer is 2nd. Hill ends up 3rd. Larson 4th at the end of the day after leading 132 laps. Creed gets in the top 5. Love, Jones, Sanchez, Daniel Dye in the top 10. And so is Carson Kvapil. It's going to be another fun celebration, Kim.
Yeah, back-to-back weeks of Justin Allgaier in victory lane. You did it at Miami, too. Let's talk about that restart. You did a great job covering the top. How did you hold them off? We're talking Larson, Sam Mayer, both so good.
Oh, just a testament to this team. I always say God is good, and today's one of those days where it wasn't our day. We got behind, and we were able to persevere. And to get this trademark nitrogen brand for restaurant agriculture, Chevrolet, and victory lane is special. But I told you yesterday, if there's anywhere I could win, it would be here, because I just feel like this place has gotten me so many times. So thank you to all the fans that are here. My wife and daughters were supposed to come today, so they're back at home. I love you. All of our partners, everybody at Junior Motorsports, Hendrick Engine Shop, Hendrick Chassis Shop, everybody Chevrolet, Hellman's, Jarrett, Carolina Carports, Toughco, Sam, off-axis paint, Arai, K1, everybody that's a part of this. But Jim Pullman told me right there at the end, he said, we got a shot at it, and we did. And I was actually bummed to see the caution come out, and it worked out in our favor. So I'm bummed that I maybe got the triple from Kyle, because I think he's going to have a great shot at it tomorrow. But we're in the right place at the right time, and really proud of this race team.
And, oh, by the way, $100,000. Richard, you won the Dash for Cash. How does that feel?
It feels great because I forgot that was even a thing today after the way the race went. So huge thanks to Xfinity and Comcast for all they do for this sport. That last restart was as fast as Xfinity Mobile, but the rest of it wasn't. But just so much fun today, and I love being a part of this sport, and it's really cool when you have a day like today.
Congrats.
Thank you.
A big day here for Justin Allgaier and this team, Dylan.
It was a big day, too, for Kyle Larson. 132 laps led, ultimately a fourth-place finish. How do you even wrap your head around the disappointment of the result after the day you had today?
I don't know. I've lived through it a number of times here, but, yeah, obviously bummer, again, to have another homestead race play out that way. Just, I can't go when my rear tires are off the ground, so I know it looks like I choked another one away, but I did everything I thought I could, and the 41 just lagged back and slammed the shit out of me. So bummer, but cool to have as big of a lead that we had, but would love to get a win for everybody in the 17 car. They don't get to race all the time, so it's good. We can run up front like we did today. So got one more opportunity in this thing later on here in a few weeks, so we'll see if we can get it done then.
He was the show today. There's no doubt about that. Fourth place for Kyle Larson.
No question. You can't deny the talent or how good he is at this racetrack. He'll be back again at another place where he's really good. Bristol next month. He talked about it there. Corey Day driving the 17 next Saturday at Martinsville for Hendrick Motorsports. Justin Allgaier be going for 3 in a row when we get to the paperclip. Back to back for number 7. He wins it at Homestead, Miami.
Cracking race, cracking atmosphere as well. Right, let's wrap it up then, shall we, with all of this intrigue and action. I'd love to know, please, Jack, what is your moment of the race?
Wow. Wow, what a brilliant race. I mean, Larson dominating and then a late caution, and then Larson just spins the tyres. Apologies for the language from him and from the interview there. But no, he's obviously really frustrated. I get it. When you're the best car of the day and you don't win the race, it's frustrating. Good win though for Justin Allgaier. Another brilliant win for him. Didn't he win at Vegas as well?
Yes, he did. Yeah. So
yes, I was going to say very solid run so far for Justin Allgaier. See how he gets on next week.
A thought, please, for the Cup Series tomorrow. What are you going to be expecting?
Well, I'm expecting some brilliant racing, especially considering the finish to last year's event, where Tyler Reddick passed Ryan Blaney on the last lap around the outside. A pass I will forever glaze because I think it was incredible. Because as a Reddick fan, that was incredible to watch.
Well, go on.
Yeah, good stuff though. Really good race. Going to be an even better race tomorrow, I think. And yeah, good luck to JJ Yaley as well in the NY racing car. I hope he finishes the race.
Jack, massive amounts of thanks to you for stepping in here for the Xfinity alongside me here tonight. And massive thanks as well to you all at home watching. Tomorrow, I step away from the Cup. It'll be Matthew Owens and Matt White joining the JB team for all of the action here from Miami. But at least I got to call an Xfinity for the first time. And now I will do my complete Rick Allen impression. I will drop to Xfinity while up to Cup goes Matthew. So it's kind of how it's going to work out. Pleasure to also bring it to you live on the USON Ultimate Sports Radio Network as well. We'll be back on that channel later on today as well for Formula One's Chinese Grand Prix, so stand by for all that action on air as well early for that one. My thanks to you, Jack. My thanks to all of you at home. It's Justin Allgaier who wins here at Miami. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.